Okay, let's drag over there. Looking all good and fancy. Before we get started.
It did nothing. I was expecting a headless fucking gingerbread man for a second. He took his hat off.
By the elf.
It was what I was doing earlier.
Leftover Christmas doodads.
Yeah, yes, hey, Buddy the Elf, but I watched Elf again over the last week.
Mm.
I did not find that movie that good at all. It really was for its time. That's about it.
Yeah.
Because now it's like
It's like
not funny.
It's pretty average. Some of it can be a bit cringy. But that's
The only good part I like was with what's his name? I can't remember his name. You know, from Game of Thrones. Fuck.
Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage. That's it. Yeah. That was the only funny part in the whole movie.
Hey, it's an elf.
Yeah. Call me an elf. One more time. He's like, wait so long. It's like,
I forgot it was him because when I first heard it, I thought it was Malkovich. And I was like, wait, because I forgot, because he does sound like, if you don't see him, Dinklage does kind of sound like Malkovich a little bit.
But a bit more.
Yeah, it's just how the mannerisms
isn't it
behind
soft?
it. Actually, because he has that similar mannerism with how he phrases certain words.
Right.
And when he uses elegant words, he sounds like Malkovich, and it's like freaking hilarious. But no, it was good.
It's like he just gives me all that time, like, say it one more time, and he's just like
jumps over the table.
Ah! That's the best part of the whole fucking movie right there. And of course, it's got Dinklage in there. That's fucking why.
But I should mention,
like,
hey,
just that long ago, he was still a good actor. Like,
yeah, he still is. Like, he hasn't done much really.
Where Will Ferrell has gone a bit.
He has his moments with the movies. He does, yeah. But I was gonna say, we are friggin' following on. Last week was Christmas. Gonna ask you, how was your Christmas, Jim?
Pretty fucking good, Dad.
Pretty fucking good.
Nice, quiet. Had a day outside in the with the barbecue. I got one arm sunburnt, which you can't tell now. It was just that one. Just that top part was just red. I was like, huh. But because it was a nice fucking day, like it was like 30 degrees nearly.
Yeah.
Just sitting outside in the.
That's alright then.
That's fucking good. Had Barbie.
Just chilled. Relaxed, yeah.
What about yourself, Des?
Yeah, no, I did a double day back to back basically of Christmas. So that was fun with the family. Did one, Christmas Eve with fucking one part of the family, and then Christmas Day with the other half, and it was just like, just 2 days of Christmas of like unwrapping gifts, giving gifts. It was just eating the foods both days. It was just double Christmas. It's like people always wish for, Christmas every day. I did 2 days of it. It's just like, it's tiring. You could not have Christmas every day. Like, it is too much.
You can have too much of a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. Because then it's like, Christmas every day. Yeah, giving gifts. You got to give gifts to everyone every day. You got to receive gifts.
It's already
you got to get all the food.
In the Santa Clauses. You can't have Christmas every day because it's just not plausible.
No, because you can't give out that many gifts. It's just too much.
And it takes away the meaning of it.
It makes it not, exactly.
Which... To all the kids out there, it's not just about presents, motherfuckers.
No. But, we had a gift that it came before Christmas, but it was for Christmas, and because we weren't home, we couldn't really give it and bail it, kind of whatever, so yesterday I ended up building it, which is the trampoline, and it was kind of fun because it was putting it together, and then we were like, yeah, kids, look, and it was good to, have Christmas do that, and then have a few days later, and then kind of do it again. And it was nice, but you can't, we're having it back to back, going, one day and another day, and having that, oh my god, presents, and then the next day, it just doesn't, it's great the first time seeing their expressions, even though it's new gifts, it's just not, it takes that oomph away, Even though kids...
It takes away the,
who knows?
It's had thing of a word, isn't it, for it?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, it's good.
it's when kids get their first present. It's just like their eyes light up. Like it's just
Mm.
like a pure happiness thing.
And it's good
Like
when kids
they
still
get so
have that.
excited.
Like I'm still kind of like that myself, and it's harder because at the same time, like I don't really express. Like you get to an age, you like getting the gifts and you like to like appreciate it, but you don't express it as much as a kid.
But you don't
Like
get like a kid and be like all excited, jump up and down. Huh?
yeah, because kids
Like
go mad, like oh my god this, and then they get the next thing and they're like, which thing do I play with? Do I play with the new gift I've gotten or the old, this other gift here, the one that got 2 seconds
then again, we
before that?
can be like that now though. Really, it just
Hmm.
depends what you get, like what it is, stuff like that.
And that's
But
it.
being being adults, a
It's
present isn't really a shock thing anymore. It's like,
hmm.
oh, because A, you probably already know about it.
Yeah.
B, you picked it. B, you talked about it, and they're like, "Oh, I'll get you that." Like,
Well, that was it. That was like the PlayStation as well. Like, we were talking about earlier. You're talking about me picking up the
yeah,
PlayStation. I'm like, it was like technically it was a Christmas gift, but we got it early, and it's just like, eh. Like,
right.
it's kind of one of those things. Like, it's nice if
That's
someone
it.
else.
Well,
Like, I
uh,
feel like
uh,
even if I was an adult, like, boy, I am an adult, but like as being an adult, and if someone gave me a PS5 or something like that for Christmas, I would mostly be
mm,
like, "Fuck yeah!" Like
right.
amazed, like a kid. I feel like I would be a kid again, but no one really does that per se, like anymore. Like it's just one of those things. Like yeah, I don't know. It's,
But
it's
also
just when you get older.
back then, it was easier to gift a PS2, 3,
Mm.
1.
It's always the way though.
Now
Like you
it's
always do it for kids,
like
but like
$800 gift, like, bro.
I don't know, but you hear all the parents like
Like,
going out spoiling their kids. It's just like I feel like, and I'm always like, I'm not saying like I'm not grateful. Like, it's always not trying to come like grateful. It's just been, it's just I don't know. It'd be kind of almost cool to feel like it'd be cool to feel like that again. Like almost feel like a kid again,
yeah,
where you're
well,
getting spoiled that little bit.
that's what
Like
I did
having that one big.
about a decade ago now
Mm,
for my brother and his. Yeah, what did uh, my brother and his fiance? I
mm,
literally got him I got him a $1,200 surround sound system
yep.
just for just for Christmas. This
Yeah.
is like, just bam, have it. Like,
Yeah.
just wrap. Mum wrapped it because it's this massive fucking. I'm like, if I'm gonna wrap that,
That's it. Exactly.
it was like their family present because
Yeah.
for them and the kids and that. I was just like, I picked out the kids some movies to go with it, and they're like, bam, go fucking ham, have fun.
Yeah. That's it.
They were so excited.
That's
They've
exactly it.
still
Like
fucking
it's
got it to this
it's
day.
great. Like that's kind of how I felt with like almost
I'm
kind of a
pretty
bit
sure
like
it's
that
that one.
with the trampoline. Like I know it's like for the kids, but like I built it. But it was great to see once I put it all together. It's like fuck yeah! Like I sent you the
How fucking
photo.
hard is to put them springs on though?
Oh,
Like,
it
god
was because you got to
dang.
pull that. You got the little thing. You got to pull it, like the little grip
You can pinch
thing.
yourself too pretty easily.
Because I got the little thing, and they gave us gloves with the
Mm.
thing, and then you got the little wire pull handle thing, and you pull it, and just trying to get them in and try to grab them to load them into the notches is just tricky, and it's just like you get one wrong, like I did it, and it shot off and it hit me in the shoulder, and it almost went over the neighbor's fence, and I was like, oh god, luckily I didn't lose the spring. I was like, fuck.
I mean, they are pretty fucking big though, so it'd be easy to find. But
Yeah, still was just trying to be like, hey neighbor, you home? Can I have my spring back? Like,
you do a home improvement. Just look over the fence. You
mm,
there?
that's it. So no, it was just, but no, I put it all together. Like I said, I sent you the photo, and I was chuffed with myself. As
Yeah.
you can see me with my little like, yeah, like little cheeky grin. Like I'm so happy. So good. It's just so good. The whole tent.
I like the walls and those, so the kids can't go flying off like we used
Yeah,
to
the
do.
net. Exactly. It's good. It's all
I
nicely
fucking
tucked
need
in.
it,
But especially with something like that, so
especially with
huge.
Max. He's so fucking small.
Yeah, we had a small trampoline, like a single person, like single kid one, and it was good, and that had the net. But then it's like this is even bigger now. This is designed for a couple of people to play on, and I can play on it, and
But that'll last them their fucking old childhood. Like,
basically, yeah, like it's gonna last a while, so it's good.
as long as you don't do nothing stupid with it.
And that's it. That's what I said to Maurice. Like, be careful with it
Daz,
already. Yeah,
you get drunk one day, like, boing boing. Oh,
fall through. No, it's all new.
if you ever get drunk, do not touch the trampoline. It's bad.
Mm-hmm. I
I just
know.
think that someone's knee just going because of it. I was like, bro, it's horrible.
Yeah, well, that's what the
You know,
neighbors were over.
you know when you land and you land wrong and your knee go just just hyperextends. Oh,
Yeah, No, the neighbors over
Nope.
they were looking at and they were doing flips and shit in the trampoline. I was like, go for it if you want to, just be careful. The new spring, so it's gonna be a bit tight. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
right.
it's
So
not
give
gonna.
it 3 to 5 years, and there'll be a lot more give to it.
That's it.
Remember them old? Well, this was back. Are trampolines different now than what, like 20 years ago?
What sense?
Because remember, like we had the ones that you used to go all the way down like that. I was like,
Oh, they bow, yeah.
yeah, no, just the ones where the springs were a lot looser, I think, and they could actually get a lot further down.
Mm.
But it was still taut, like it still be flat, but like you can get further down and more spring.
Maybe if it
I
were
remember
enough time, but
doing the trampoline wrestling back when fuck I was like 10, 12.
mm,
And you could literally touch the fucking ground nearly on the trampoline. It's like,
so stretch. That's it. No, the matting's a bit different these days. Like the actual matting for itself, they're a bit
it's
more
a lot
durable.
better.
Mm.
A lot better than what they were. Like, if you got a little rip in the old one, that rip just gradually got bigger and bigger and bigger.
And the spring
Well,
system
now
is
I think
different,
it's like a Kevlar thing, isn't it?
kind of. I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, because they're definitely not as thin or anything.
No, they're a lot thicker. But like even the
Mm.
spring systems, like for this one, it's a spring like it's in the pattern, so it's like on top, under, up and over. Like each one is different. So it's on top, then underneath, on top, underneath, on top, and it goes all the way around.
Which does give it the
Mm.
where
Yep.
ours are just on top,
Basically,
on top,
exactly.
on
It used
top.
to be just on top, and that was it. It's all weaved, basically, style now.
Have you got that protect thing around it? Because remember you get fucking shocked. Oh my god,
Bounce and you zap yourself because of the thing, or you
fucking horrible. It's like you just lay there. It's like throw
stay
your arm back. Bang!
because you're bouncing on the mat, the friction from the mat, because you always either
Yep.
be with or without socks. But you build up enough friction jumping around, bouncing static electricity.
Even just
and
your pants, like we just do
Yeah.
it like your shorts. Yeah, like God.
you
So
touch
many
yourself.
times I got zapped getting off on like you didn't even bounce. You just touched it getting on. It's like bang.
That's
Yeah.
it. Well, that's it. Like the thing has a ladder as well. Like we got a ladder for it. Like we used to just have to jump up on trampolines. We didn't have no ladder. We had no route. Remember,
we
like
just-
we had big trampolines like that. We had no ladder. We had no mats. We just had to
Yeah,
dive
we
up.
had to, we
You-
had to literally
and then-
twist ourselves on like.
You ever remember like jumping on or you running jump and you run jump and as
Yeah.
you rolled on or dived on, you'd stretch and like your leg or your arm would pinch on the spring because it'd stretch out and then close on you. You'd always pinch yourself on your stomach or anywhere like
Or
you'd
your
pinch yourself.
toes would whack the fucking bar or something.
Yeah,
like-
you dive on there and your body got on there and your foot would whack it or you'd fucking or you'd fall through and your knee would go through the spring gap when you try to dive on or something stupid like that. Like, we had a
But then again,
or your ass would go
we're
through.
still we turned out fine.
No, and like nowadays it got the
I wouldn't say I'd bounce now because
Well, like even now, like the rotations of where the springs sit, they're a lot closer than where they used to be before, where they were so spread out. So
yeah,
like,
they were roughly about size of pen distance. Like
your foot could actually like there was a nice gap for your foot.
your fucking whole leg can go down there.
Yeah,
back then.
like you can't even do that. Like if your foot's going through that, like it's going to hurt because it's like so close together.
Oh yeah.
And things like it's going to like snap, like to get it through. Like it's safety reasons, but
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. But nah, trampolines are cool though. Like it's a good thing to have for a kid.
oh, 100%.
That and what's it called? The fucking totem tennis.
Oh, the old like the spins around on the thing. You whack it with the.
Hey, if you give a kid that, their hand-eye coordination's gonna go through the fucking roof.
Oh, they fall on the ball and smacking it, and as it rotates each side, it's whack, whack, whack.
Yep. Wonder if you can still. How much? Oh, I kind of want to get one for myself.
Not expensive, like $20.
Totem tennis. Totem tennis. Here we go. Yeah, $30, $50.
Pretty cheap.
A smash net, $154. Big W's got them for fucking 25. Like, bruh.
Smashing it.
They're not the same. They're on those sandbag water things. Like, no, they're not. Maybe you should dig them into the fucking ground. They didn't go anywhere.
You stood on it and you pushed it into the ground.
Yeah, you had them 2 pegs. And you just... Like these ones are on the. You fill with water and they're gonna just go tip tip if not
That's
careful.
one. That's one I have. You stand on and push it into the ground.
Yeah, they're the best ones. They kind of corkscrewed in,
Mm.
which you can still get those at
Yeah.
$50 though. Just pure fucking metal, like just straight in.
Pure metal, nothing around.
I just too many times I've been hit by that ball though.
Oh.
Fucking stung too. Like people just go whack and.
No, you'd always hit it hard enough at each other.
Yep.
And just fucking.
I said like.
Or it come flying, you dodge
all
it.
The cool shit kids have now.
You dodge it, and the rope would hit you in the head instead, because you.
And then it will smack you. And you have to undo it. Like, god dang it. Or the dog will grab it and it's like, no.
Oh shit.
But I fucking missed all that. Mainly the totem tennis because it was pretty fun. They should make the rackets bigger though.
Yeah.
Because they are really the size of, I don't know, but they're fucking small.
Yeah, no, they're just normal, like, little. Maybe like shuttlecocks.
They're for kids, but like.
They're hard rackets.
Yeah, they're the hard plastic, bit bigger than a table tennis one, but maybe two of them. Too wide and too high. They're not too big.
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe one day you get a Beardy Bros totem tennis match. Who fuck knows? That'd be pretty fucking cool though.
Play some totem tennis.
Play some totem tennis on the freaking potty.
Oh, that'd be
hard to concentrate though. You'd be like trying to hit the fucking balls, like,
That's it. But no, it's crazy.
Wow, but still, that's Chrissy done for another year, bruh.
So, and with that as well, we'll state that we are on the final episode of the year. Can you believe it? Can you believe
episode
it?
52, my boy.
Another season down.
What episode is it though? 87, 88, 89, 90, 191.
191. Bro, 191. Fucking episode 52. Season 4.
Execute 191. Okay.
Execute order 66.
No, order 191. The end of the fucking year, bro.
It's crazy, eh? Like, when we're 9 episodes off for episode 200.
That's fucked.
Like, we've done a lot. Like I said, we've done it like every week.
I still look at it and just think, bruh, that's 191 weeks.
Uh-huh. We've gone for 191 weeks. That's basically how...
We said earlier, like, 5 years coming up. Next year's our 5th year.
Yeah.
That's fucked. Half a decade, bro.
Fifth season. Season
already
5,
half
bro.
a decade, just about.
Yeah. Like, it's crazy. Like, that's how long we've been friends for. Like, we've been friends for like as long
a little bit longer.
A little bit longer, but you know what I mean though. Like, it's a good marker. Like to see
just like that though, like the freaking potty.
Like, who would have thought? I still can't get over it. Like, it's just great. It's like, yep, fuck it, let's do it. Yep, okay, cool. And here we are. Like,
that's a moral though. Just fucking do everything. Just fucking do it.
You find the right people. You commit to it.
I don't regret doing it. So
no, I fucking love it. I always look forward to it. It's hard, and it's always hard to explain to people. Like, well, why do you do the? You know, it's like I do the podcast. Like, why do you still do it? Why? It's like you just gotta know. Like, you just gotta watch it. If you want to know, you watch it.
Before the potty, actually. Like,
yeah, it's so. Like, I'm like, nah, nothing. No, it's like it's potty. It's potty or it's nothing. Like, sometimes I'll put potty, delay it. You know, I'll delay the potty if I'm going to an event or something. You know.
Yeah.
But like, it's always potty. Potty is life. Like, I don't know what I would do without podcasts. Like, I don't know. Right. Like, it would be weird. Like, I could be like, sometimes I think like it'd be, you know, oh yeah, I won't do it for a week. But then if I didn't do it, then what would I do? I'd feel like it'd be a big hole, and I'd have to come back to it. Like, if we were to stop, I feel uncomfortable not doing it, and I would have to come back to doing it, even if it was myself or something. Like, I would have to, I'd have to do it.
Like,
I feel like I can't not do potty. Like, if we were to end, like I said, if we were like to go for another like 20 years and then we ended, it'd be like, okay, cool. But then I'd feel like I'd have to come back. Like, I'd have to do something. Like, I can't.
I'll be doing it until I'm dead, I reckon.
Yeah, like, it's just weird. Like, it's like we're in now for like the long haul. Like, we're going for the long haul. Like,
literally, what we talk about and do, we do forever. Like,
yeah, it's just normal stuff. It's just casual shit, normal fun stuff. Like, Me and you just chat and banter, and you know, it's just a reflect to look back. Like this year has been pretty quiet for guests. Like we haven't really had many guests on, or
yeah,
guests. You know, we haven't really. Which I do want to look at that next year.
because
It'd be
you
nice
got
to,
different
you know.
times for different people.
So we're gonna look into that next year, and like it may end up changing it where it's not gonna be a Saturday, but you know, it is what it is. Like we'll work around it, whether our time schedules and people's
I
time
mean,
schedules.
we're loosely scheduled.
We just do it Saturdays because it's easier for us. Like we just go, okay, that's the day we chose, and that's it. You know. And then we find out everything's been happening on Sundays, and that's why I was like, maybe we should change to a Sunday. And then it's like, because like, how funny that like every time we do stuff on the Saturday, and then all this news drops on the Sunday or after the episode.
Yeah, because it's
And
Saturday
like,
in the US and stuff, and they're still doing their.
Like it's crazy.
But we go, do we do it now? Do we wait a whole week, or we just put posts up? Like fuck.
Exactly. So it's like,
I mean, we still do mention it later in the week, but like, but I just, hey, just like everything else, it's hard to keep track because things happen every minute. Like right now, things are happening that we have no idea about till the next 6, 12, 24 hours. Like
anything's going on. Like it's
you
crazy.
can't plan for it. So we set a time, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
It was just what worked.
Saturday, whatever
No
comes in that window of that week. We fucking talk about like good, bad.
Exactly. Week ends on the Saturday. Week starts on the Sunday or Monday, depending on how you see it.
Technically Sunday. Yeah, Sunday, but like the working week starts on a Monday. Working week Monday to Friday, but the week is fucking Sunday to Saturday. Like
that's it. So it is what it's worked. It always has. It always will be, forever until the end.
It just sucks when I say 9 o'clock because it's really 8 o'clock, but it's 9 o'clock because daylight savings.
I know it's a whack around of time, but this episode should be hopefully you've followed us all the way through this episode so far. 22 minutes in. Pardon me.
Yeah, because we got a few things to.
Yes, this is our. Well, this is it. Like this is our year. This is our wrap up kind of. We haven't really planned. I mean, I don't know. We haven't really planned much. I mean, Jim could flip through his book at some point if he wants to and look back on this year's stuff. Randomly pick a page or something. Like, oh, there's this. And,
oh yeah.
You know, I don't know. That's just an idea we
could
could
page
do.
in the season 4.
And just be like, yeah, there's this, and be
I have
like,
to try and find where that starts so I can just go through a certain section, not the whole fucking book.
So who knows? Because there's all that.
I've only got that little bit left to go. Like,
yeah.
Fuck me.
That's crazy.
I found it already. I flicked to the start, episode 7.
Because it's 52 episodes every friggin' season, basically.
Yeah, literally, that is a whole season.
Yeah.
Pretty much, give or take a page or two. That's crazy. I just need to separate them. There you
go. But yeah, no, but last week, I will mention last week's episode wasn't too bad. We had a special guest. You know, that was last week. We had Santa pop by.
Mr. Freaking Claus, my boy.
So hopefully you guys had seen that. If you haven't, you can go back. I will, I do want to take that segment out and make it a separate video as well.
Oh, yeah.
It has been like a week now, so I will like look at popping that up
just
on the
so you
channel.
can get it all by itself.
Yeah, and you can check that out. So they'll be coming to the channel. So keep your eyes out on that. To see Santa Claus pop on the episode. It was a pretty good guess. I think it was one of our highest guests we had for that season. I think it was a bit tricky pulling those strings, like getting Santa Claus in. You know, I had to work my magic there. We had to persuade him, and he was happy to see
just
Jim's...
a convenient spot. Just
slide
in.
So it was good. So we'll see if we can top that. Next season. See how we go.
Oof.
But
try and get the Easter Bunny at some point.
We could try. I don't know. I don't know who's good at persuading. Maybe Jim could give it a go. Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows what could happen?
That's still like 4 months away, but you know.
We don't know who's got the connections for the Easter Bunny. But we've got a bit of time.
The fucking rabbit.
There he is. There's the Easter Bunny.
Look at a rabbit on fucking camera, like, bro. There's a fucking massive rabbit at the back somewhere. He's like yay fucking big. He's a big
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
brown rabbit.
Oof, big boy.
I think he's been through the wars because he's got some scars. I'm like, bro, he's been fighting everything.
God, surviving long
Probably
enough to get
cats,
that
dogs, like.
be that big, yeah. That's
He's
crazy.
as big as a fucking cat.
That's what I was thinking. Like, they can get pretty big, those rabbits.
Especially wild, like they got all that fucking room. They got all the stuff they can munch on. Like, if they got the food,
they'll go
same
to
as
him.
same as a goldfish. You put it in a big tank, it grows big.
They can. Yep.
Put it in a little tank, they stay small.
Yep.
It's crazy how they work.
Space of water, like on how big they can get. Same with
it's
most
based
of
on
those
the tank
animals.
size. It's like if you give them a long tank, it doesn't have to be big, but like they'll fucking get big.
Because of the space they know they can. Like it's something to do with they can tell with the like you could feed them a shit ton, but keep them in a small tank and they'll stay small.
Yeah.
Like they know, like cause it's based on their space of, they won't just get big and be like, oh, I'm going to get large because I'm in a small, But they know based on their environment.
Is it only goldfish though, or is it many fish?
A few different fish are like that based on their environments.
I think the blackmores as well can get pretty. I had a blackmore once. It was pretty cool. Like they do look derpy, but
yeah,
they are some good fish.
And that's it.
If I say they're nice and quiet.
That's quite wow. Most fish are.
they're mostly fucking quiet. No, but you get the fish who like splash on the top and make noises and whatever. Like they shoot rocks around and shit like.
Yep.
It's like stop tapping.
That makes sense.
Like I mean, fish are good, but did I ever tell you the story? There's a place called Trial Harbour. You probably heard of it from the news or something, but like, it's down on the beach, like an hour or two from here. And I was fishing once down. There was like this bridge, but under it was a creek.
Yep.
Like just a little stream thing goes out to the ocean, and there was a thing called a tiddlyfish. You know what they are?
Yeah.
Yeah, I caught one once, right? Took it back to the shack, kept it as a pet for like 5 or so years. It got massive.
Oh my god!
Because I was only a kid. Like I was like.
Actually, I was going to say,
11.
did you want to describe it for those that don't know that are listening, or watching? You can't really explain it, but do you?
What a tiddlyfish?
Tiddlyfish. Do you want to describe it for those that are listening?
That's weird. It's like a little. It's a long fish. I don't know. That's weird. That's weird because they're like a one of a kind fish. Like you don't know what the fuck they look like.
They're such a weird fish.
They're long and they got.
Do we try and find something to explain it? Yeah, I know exactly what they are. But I was thinking about it. I was thinking, would it be best to try and explain it to them?
They're like an eel, but a fish. But that's fucking weird. Like I can't think of any description that paints it in a good way, but they're a little brown fish. No, not little. They can get pretty long. But this I wasn't home once when I had him, and Mum wanted to clean his tank. Right, I got back and found out my fish was gone. He kind of got cooked out in the sun in the tank. I mean, I didn't care. It was only a wild caught fish, but like, I was pretty sad. I had him for so long.
Oh,
he
damn.
was pretty big. Like, he was a massive.
Well, they probably moved out in the bucket or something like that.
Yeah, and it. A little bit long, and.
Damn.
Well, they're not really made for.
Yeah.
Thing anyway. It was like just a little bit too long, and he got cooked. I was like, yeah.
It would suck because you had him for a while.
But had him for like a good 4 to 5 years.
Yeah, that's crazy. After that long, I would have been that long. It's like,
you wouldn't even live, would you? Like in a. It was like, there's a little, roughly that by that. With the red lid, that red.
Yep.
Yeah, little handle on it. Yeah, it's a little freaking fish tank. Just.
It worked out alright then. Did alright.
Enough room for the one fish.
Yeah, that's it.
He went and bought all the stuff like the rocks for the bottom and shit. Like he fucking loved it.
That's it. That's because he's in a good climate. He's being fed. He was.
I don't know what we knew he ate, but he
ate
whatever. I think it was just normal fish food.
A lot of them do. You can't go wrong.
Well, it's for fish. Like fuck.
It's got all the protein to whatever they need.
I think I did some research back then, but like, or someone did. I found out you can just give it normal certain fish food, and never had a fish since. I mean, I did have a fighting fish, but that killed itself.
Yeah, well, They can be weird. Those
they're pretty fucking fucked up. If you have one by itself, it can kill itself.
Yeah. But then you can't have two together. You're gonna have them like next to each other, but like not together. It's like,
yeah, you got to have them in. You got them in the same tank, but have a divider or something.
It's so weird.
Because you usually see them in the pet shop. They're in this little thing by themselves. Just
but they're all next to each other. Like they're all.
Like, I don't like you always hear him tapping the cage, like the fucking tank, like.
Yeah, they flying into it. You're talking about cages anyway.
Yeah, the tank, like, you hear him go dunk, dunk, dunk.
Yeah, well, that's it. Like, well, no, because that's like, you were talking about rescuing fish. Like this year for me, like we rescue randomly fucking, not even rescue, just fucking, we just caught and chucked them into a tank. Fucking like skinks. I know I've talked about previously. We had skinks
everywhere,
and then
right?
Al was going mad because she had at one point she had, I don't know whether they must have been talking skink language to each other, but she was saying to me that she had skinks.
Skinks are talking skink.
They just had them coming up. You know when you see a skink and they kind of like look at you and they're like dumb and then they run away.
Yeah.
And they're like scared. Well, Al was saying for a while there that she had them coming up to her. And she could just pick them up. They'd come down, and she could just pick them up, or they'd walk under her arm and hand. Then she'd just grab them and then just put them in the terrarium. And we had like,
yeah, that's the thing. Like skinks are very curious as well. Like if you're already there and not moving much, they'll come up to you. But if you're moving around, they'll be like I'm out.
We got another one now, and supposedly we looked like it could have been pregnant, so we chucked it in the terrarium. You're like, oh, and we've been feeding it. It's still alive. It's been eating the bugs we feed it, and there's ants that crawl into it, and it seems to be okay. But yeah, we had heaps. We had like.
How long does this fucking skink live for though? That's the question. Is it like
for a while?
Years?
But yeah, we had like
many years?
At one point we had like 15 or 20 of them in the tank because we just had so many caught, and then I think one gave birth to one, so we had like 1 million baby ones, and then.
Oh, skinks are like a mini blue tongue kind of thing. Well, they're not. I
was thinking of trying to get
like a blue tongue.
Gecko would be nice to have in there, but yeah, we had them for a bit.
They are a little lizard.
But before that, and now I'm going back before that, there was good cleanup to like chuck them in there. But then before that, we were like, in the pet store you got the food, the lizard food, so you got like the crickets and like the woodies
and the little tubs.
And so we actually bought a stack of the crickets, a stack of the woodies, and the worms. Well, I can't remember what worms they were. But we had the terrarium as well, and we chucked them all in the terrarium, and they all lived in the ecosystem together for a while. So we had the worms like swimming around burrowing, and they all like some of them died after a while. Some actually managed to like cocoon themselves and become like the whatever bugs they were. Like, and there's all these like different things. We had like the little crickets, and then the little woody cockroaches. So, like we had all kinds of shit living in there, and they're all just like a lot of them lived fine for ages. And some died, of course. But, like, yeah, it was just like, oh, let's just buy lizard food and just do something different. Like, let's not...
Because a lot can be stressed and then just die.
Like, yeah. So there's that, too. So it's like... And then after
like
that...
any fucking animal, though. Like, even cats can do that. Like, if they get stressed...
And then after a while, we had them, and then
we
just, like, were done with it, so we let them out and just let them free, and just let them go wild. Like, yeah, you're done now, you can go in the backyard.
I looked at the diet of one. Just a common garden skink feeds on crickets, moths, slaters, earthworms, flies, grubs, caterpillars, grasshoppers, cockroaches, earwigs, slugs, dandelions, small spiders, lady beetles.
Yeah, they eat heaps. Like, you can give them anything, basically, that's bug related, and they'll eat it. So we just give them, like, dried any lizard.
We're not endorsing go and pick up any fucking lizard, but
no,
you can if you want. Like, I'm saying, like, if you get a blue tongue, do not fuck with it.
No.
They can bite if they feel attacked.
Oh yeah.
Like, and they don't let go. We used to have down at the fucking high school, down at the primary school, we had a fucking blue tongue just chilling in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And some idiot went to go pick it up.
Oh no.
Only like 9, 10 years old, and it's like, yeah,
You
I'm
gotta
gonna go
grab
get
by
it.
its neck, otherwise it will bite you if you try and grab by anywhere else. Tail, body.
Yeah, you
If
don't
you
pick them up. You
no,
don't. You
but
don't do nothing to them.
if you're like someone that's like an actual catcher, like they know, like you grab them by
Yeah,
the head
just
and transport them
like
on,
a fucking snake. Like,
yeah, you don't grab them anywhere else
because they
because
can't
they can.
bite you.
Yeah, exactly.
But being a lizard, they can scratch, so you can be careful of that. Like they can kick around and
Yeah, that's why you
cause
hold
some
them usually
damage
by
that
a
way,
certain point in the head, and that's it. They don't swing around as
and
much.
away from you, not near.
Mm. So.
Because they do flail quite a bit.
Mm.
But also, lizards are really chill. Like if you don't fuck with them, they won't fuck with you. So
Same as snakes. Snakes can be like that too.
you wouldn't trust a snake though.
No, but it's weird because like yeah, so there was a
Slithery
lizard
cunts.
because like another time like when we had the lizard the snake the neighbor's cat was playing with it. It would end up being like a
Little fucking whip snakes, was it?
yeah, well, it was kind of I think well from look it looked like it was supposedly one of the poisonous ones, especially for cats anyway. And the cat did take a bite at it, and I think it did puncture it briefly. But ended up pushing it into the pillowcase and took it down the local like not the well, the local bush lane area and let it go. And it was kind of
Yeah.
like just because it got chill after all in the bag, and I was trying to let it out to get out the bag, and then like when I was like shaking it out to get it out the bag, and I was like yeah we've got it, finally got out, and I was like go on then go, and it kind of like stopped, looked at me, gave me a little blah, 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 and then turned around and like slithered off. And I was like okay cool. It was like I don't know what he was trying to say to me, but like he
It's like,
just
thanks, bye.
yeah, it was just like so like oh it was like I don't know like I don't know what the snake was expecting, but it's just like here you go, and it was just like yeah it just stopped, looked at me,
Also, just to
and then
look
yeah.
at you like, the fuck is he doing? Then just
And
go.
then, but he
Because
was
he's
like so
that
chill.
tongue for a lot of shit. Like,
Yeah, and it was just, but it was just so
their
calmly
tongue to
like,
smell, I think, as well. So
but I don't know whether
probably
it was
just
doing it
sniffing
to
around.
sniff, to smell, but yeah, it was just so calmly, just like not even because you can kind of
Because
tell when
snakes
snakes are
are
a bit.
blind, pretty much. Like they don't really see you there. They just look and use their tongue to.
To sense. That's why when they do that little blah, 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 it's them using their senses because they can't. It's to pick up. Yeah, but no,
Because
it's
they're
just weird
blind as bats, really. Like that's why they don't
because
literally come at people.
and
They'll go in your direction, but it's because they can smell. They can.
they're trying to figure out what it is, and that's why they come and keep coming
Mm.
because they're trying to figure out what's there. So
Or trying to get away, but they go in your direction. If
I
there's
know
multiple
it was
people, they'll
cool,
fucking get a bit panicked and go all sorts.
and that's it, and then.
Because snakes are pretty cool. They just
And
very
then it's all the
some are
different
very
senses
dangerous.
because then you got to think too because then people are stressing out and then people are calm, people aren't, so then it doesn't know.
Just think they feel the ripples on the ground. If you're walking, making like
It goes, oh,
like
which way is it?
tapping your foot, stomping your foot, they're probably getting freaked out by that as well.
So then it's yeah, just as much as them they are to you. So it's like they don't know what they're
That's why
doing.
you see Steve Irwin. He got real low, slow, quiet. Like
Slit in himself,
I think they can hear. Can snakes hear?
something like that. It's certain. That little.
Certain noises, maybe.
It's a weird. What the hell they hear?
Yeah, because it's mainly
Vibrations
movement
or
that they
something.
sense. Yeah. And that's what that tongue does as well. It gets the vibration of the air and smells and whatever else they do. I'm not a expert in reptiles or anything. I just go by what I've seen on freaking TV and that.
That's exactly it.
Cyberpunk. 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 I still want to play Phantom Liberty.
Yes, you got to pick up that new game.
I'm sure PS it's a code on the PS.
I hate
Yeah,
everyone
but
keeps.
on disc
I hate
on
everyone
the
keeps calling
Xbox.
it a game. It's an expansion. It's not a game. It's an expansion.
I mean,
Cyberpunk 2077 is the game. Phantom Liberty is the DLC.
the DLC is as big as the game, though.
I know, like you can't like if you could buy Phantom Liberty and play
But
it by
then
itself,
again, The Witcher 3 had DLC that were like as big as the game, so
because you still need the game to play Phantom Liberty.
are they?
Yeah,
Hmm.
because if you could launch Phantom Liberty by itself, then I would classify it as it being a game. But the fact that you need like the original, you got to own. Like from what I remember,
Yeah, it's
you
like
gotta
how you
own.
got Alan Wake, American Nightmare. You can launch that by itself.
Yeah, that's a separate game.
But it's a DLC. But
Yeah.
it's a standalone DLC
Yeah.
as well.
So, yeah, from what I'm
Because you
aware,
don't need the base game for that, do you?
no, it's a completely separate chapter as well. Like it's all
Hmm.
completely different area, different like
Is that when he's in the dark place? Because it would have to be.
something like that. Yeah, It's set a little bit
So the
after, I think.
city's been there. You've been in that place for for 12 or 13 years.
Something like that, yeah. He's been trapped in there trying to get out.
Pretty much from Alan Wake to 2, he's all in the dark place.
Yeah.
So that American Nightmare must be in the dark place.
Yeah. That's why it
Which makes more sense now.
Why it jumps scenery, because it's part of the story.
Yeah,
like,
it's in another part of America, isn't it? Like, it's in the
yeah.
fucking outback, deserty
Mm.
wasteland area. Like, bruh, that looks pretty. That looks better than the base game, to be fair.
It's different. It is kind of weird because I remember playing on the Xbox. That was it was very different compared to the first game.
Yeah, it's more action, isn't it, than anything?
Yeah, it's very different.
He did have like a changer or a shotty or something, like, bruh.
The whole play style, everything's different. Like with that game,
It looked more like Evil Dead than fucking.
Yeah,
Wake.
It's like
He looked like Ash Williams on the case, like chainsaw and a shotgun, like, bruh.
It's weird. He had an axe, I think, one.
Yeah,
Color.
I was mean, one hand was up, one hand was down.
I know, it's so
just like Ash Williams.
American Nightmare.
I do want to play that.
It's
a shame that didn't come with the remastered version, though.
Yeah, there was talks about that. I watched a video recently about why that didn't happen. They were talking about there was something that they couldn't get rights, and then it was just weird. And
but it was Remedy. What the fuck?
Because they had to get the rights.
Probably not published by any.
It was all owned by Microsoft. Like, it was all done because of Microsoft, because it was exclusive to Xbox. Yeah. That's why they don't mention them and stuff.
Put in Alan Waskey.
Alan Waskey. But yeah, there was a whole thing. So that's why they could only get the first game, and they could only get that remastered, and they couldn't get it was all different.
American Nightmare.
And because it's on a different.
Oh, he had a nail gun.
Yeah,
that's right. Not a fucking. He had a nail gun on the case.
That's right.
And a fucking axe.
Yeah. And because it's like apparently it's like a slightly different engine or something, like the play, because the mechanics are different, so they couldn't put it in. I know, because it was all the one mechanic for Alan Wake. So when they did the remaster,
Remedy published it as well. So
yeah, it was all owned by Microsoft,
along with Microsoft and THQ Nordic.
So yeah, because when I was watching the interview, when they got the rights back for Alan Wake, they straight up made the remaster. As soon as they got the rights back, they made the remaster and they got released, so they could get out on PlayStation.
Yep.
As soon as they could.
Labra.
They wanted to get it out because that was part of their
That's what I'm thinking.
Project idea.
American Nightmare maybe one day.
Maybe, but I don't think they got the full rights back for it or something. That's why they never did it.
Yeah, but that was 2 years after Alan Wake anyway, or a year after. So maybe at that time they'll get that as well.
Maybe that's it. See how they go. But yeah, no, I definitely want to play that because I've been playing Control, and Alan Wake 2 looks so much more like they got an idea of what they're trying to do now because they've established so much with Control.
I mean, I'm just happy that Alan Wake 2 is not as combat heavy as the first game.
Yeah, they changed it up.
It's more proper story based, like
how Control does it too. Like I noticed,
it's more psychological than it is like it builds up and then just goes, and then builds up, and then it will scare you, or it'll just
bit of combat. Like it's not too extreme, yeah. And that's it. It's a bit
that's what I like about. That's what Alan Wake should have been.
Yeah, it felt like that. Like that's what it was just like I love running around shooting and trying to like dodge and weave.
A lot of bullshittery because you have like all these enemies at you at once, and like you're trying to. I've seen people die and die and die. It's like, bruh.
Yeah, I had that.
Like they try to do too much with it, with the combat.
Yeah, there was a moment with that with Control. I was thankful I managed to fluke it. But I was doing the DLC, the first one, the Foundation, and there's that boss.
The one in the deserty area?
Yeah. The red desert. And that boss fight you got to do.
The fuck all the rat holes, bro.
That boss fight was a pain in the ass fighting Marshall.
Boss fight. Marshall.
You find Marshall, and she's at the nail, at the end or whatever it is, the bottom of the nail. You finally go through because you had to cleanse all these areas. And then
I'm trying to figure that out now.
The trials, and then you see Marshall. She's down there. She has a minigun and shit. She gets taken by the hiss.
Marshall fight. Here we go.
Yeah.
Did I do that?
It's in the first DLC. In the desert
I don't
area.
remember that. But then again, I was invincible, so
it was hard. So because you're fighting her, and then you got these different chambers, and she can either you shoot them out or she would, and it spawns other enemies. So you're trying to do all that. And I did it a couple of times because I kept fucking up. So if you fall off the
I'm
area,
checking my trophy guide because I'm pretty sure I've done it.
so if you fall off the map area, you'll spawn back up on the thing. Like it's like a void, like endless void kind of thing. So if you fall off the thing, you come back through, and then sometimes, but you do lose a bit of health.
Is that the one that goes along that massive ride?
No, it's that's something else. But it's part of. I think it was part of that, but it's something else. That's early on in the foundation. I think it was part
Trying
of
to
that.
figure it out.
But yeah, it's this big red room at the end anyway, and there's a couple of platforms and you can take out shit. And I hate the guys with the pickaxes because they fucking one shot kill.
Oh, the
with
pickaxe guys that run it, they fucking
They're
leg
OP,
it.
those
they dodging your
pickaxes.
bullets.
Yeah, and they throw them. Those pickaxes do so much damage. I'm like, what do they got? Amplified crit roll, fucking 100% or something on them? Because like that's the most powerful weapon. Like it's more powerful than a fucking gun. Like you shoot anyone that shoots you or you shoot them, it's like does barely any damage. But you fucking run up to someone with that pickaxe and they fucking it's a one hit kill almost. Like it's ridiculous. And she gets one at one point.
I don't think I
Marshall.
finished it.
Yeah, maybe she didn't. And yeah, you got to fight the boss. Marshall.
Discover the astral plane restroom. No, that's not it.
Yeah, just Marshall.
Complete all missions. I'm 50%.
On what, the main game or
the foundation? No, I've already platinum the game.
I was gonna say, a foundation. You're only halfway through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I kind of just gave up.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
I did do the other one though, like the Alan Wake one.
AWE, yeah.
The Altered World events.
Yeah.
I finished all that.
I'm gonna do that next. But no, anyway, I'll get back to it. You fight her and it gets a bit crazy because then the flying things come at you. There's those pickaxe guys, and you gotta try and shoot them and then bob and weave. The further you do go, you do get some of the entities spawn and help you, which is good. It gives you backup to try and fight the boss.
Yeah.
So it does help you. But when you got the pickaxe guys still spawning and throwing axes at you, or you're trying to dodge and fly around while trying to shoot her, got so pain in the ass. And it got to the point where I got down to a slither of health, and I was like, haha! And I was doing the flow and I was flying, and I whooshed and I fell off the island. And when I fell, my health was down low, and like I spawned, come back, and I didn't attack, and then I died. I was like, no, because she was at like the slither. I was like fucking mad as fuck. I was like, no, ah! Ooh. But like it must have been at the time when I died and it clicked. One of the NPCs that was helping me took out her last bit of health. So when I died and come back, it was like I defeated her and the cutscene was ready to play.
Because when you die, nothing respawns.
So I did that like 5 or 6 times before I could actually complete it.
Hang on, no. If you die, does she get her full health back? No.
Yeah. So I did that I did like 5 or 6 times trying to fight this boss battle, and then I was like so mad because I finally got it down to that slither of health.
Things stayed the same.
And I thought, no, like it all full maxed health again every time you had to fight her. And that's why I was so mad because it took so long to get her health down, and I kept getting shot like axes thrown at me and they're killing me, and I'm missing the levels, I'm falling down, losing health, and I'd hit the ground and she'd run at me and axe me, and it was just stressful.
It sounds like Returnal.
Yeah, and like I was thankful. That's why I was like mad because it was the 6th time, and it was just that slither of health. So I was so mad. Cause I'm like, I got it down to the health. It was just that little bit left. I'm so mad. I was getting so frustrated because I had to do the whole thing again because it took like 10 minutes. Like felt like to just do the battle, like just for the boss fight. It felt like a 10-minute battle. And I'm like, I could do that again for like the 6th time. That's already an hour basically, nearly. I've been like, it felt like I've been playing it for like half an hour, 45 minutes, just trying to do this one boss battle. And I managed to get. I was like, oh, thank God, the game was like, we'll give it to you. Like it acknowledged that.
Is Marshall the? Who the fuck is Marshall?
She's the older black lady.
Oh, the one who's at that dig part.
Yeah, the old lady.
Because where you got the blonde lady who sends you the fucking clipboard.
Yeah.
And the Marshall's a bit further off.
No, she's not there because she's. Oh yeah, she's. You find her later.
Yeah, she's around the back or the front. Where the fuck you want to put it?
You found her. You had to go in the main game. Thingy. Pope with she does the clipboard. Pope sends you off on that mission, Pope. And you got to go to this one of the other levels, and then Marshall needs backup, and you got to help her take out some shit, and then she's already disappeared to the next thing.
I've done all that.
She has a big minigun. She carries a big minigun with her. And when you're doing one quest with her, she goes, I gotta go off and do this secret mission. You just type her in the name. Marshall Control. Control game Marshall, and you'll see what it looks like.
Yeah, I remember that I started the DLC by accident because I thought it was just the main game.
Oh, when the game ends, it pushes you straight into the DLC. Like, straight up.
You don't even know you're doing DLC.
No, like, that's it, because I finished the game.
Because I popped the trophy about the restroom. I found it by accident. I'm like, ding.
Yeah, because I
DLC trophy.
I finished the game, got my director's suit, answered the call, and like I was like, oh, I could have come out of the thing. Like it didn't even like it had the credits, and it kind of came back, and I thought, okay, the game's finished. Okay, now I'll do the secondary stuff. And it goes, and then as soon as it
Oh,
comes
that's
out,
Marshall.
yeah. And
Yeah, she's the one who was in that fucking puzzle.
Yeah.
When you had to.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Remedy.
Yeah.
Whoever made that puzzle with those fucking computers.
Oh, which one was that?
You had to like match the cubes up with. Oh my god.
That one wasn't too bad. That was pretty easy.
Yeah, easy, and I fucked it up. So I was there for like an hour or two.
Oh, really? I only had
out.
wrong because it was the two terminals. I was like, okay, this will be terminal 3 and this will be terminal 2. And I was like, oh, the diagram says that they're switched. Oh, okay. And then went back and switched them because everything.
Yeah,
right.
that's where I got to. I'm like, I had 2 right.
Yeah, I
2 wrong. I'm like, you meant to pay attention to everything.
Yeah, see, that's for me. That's why I like that because I look at everything. You know how there's the machines.
It.
Well, if you look back on my VOD, like I know I'm trying to upload on YouTube. There's a lot there to go through, but you know how you got the computers where you got to go in and you got to use the actual make those puzzle pieces up on the screen to unlock the doors and stuff.
Yeah.
I actually one of the rooms I went to because there's so many of them written around. I sat there on one of the computers trying to enter all these different ones, see if I could make them. Going yep, see if it would do anything. It didn't do anything, but yeah, I sat there going, no, that one, no, yeah, oh no, I can't make that one. I can make that one. No, didn't do anything, and yeah, I just sat there because I was like, okay, there's all these different variants. There's one you got to do to unlock a secret room, and oh, that's so
yeah, I think I did that. That was in the one of the long corridor, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
We had the 2. It was like a mirrored thing, like a mirror you walk through, and like
there's
that
so
game's
many.
a trip and a half.
That's so good. I love it. I love the trippiness to it. It's so good. The chaos.
I hated getting lost though, because initially when you first play, it's like, what the fuck is? I'm just lost.
Well, that was coming back to like I was saying with the DLC. It's like that was it. Like when I finished the game, the cutscenes ended. It loaded up like the credits rolled. Done that. Load up the game, and then like it sent me straight to do the phone call. I was like, oh, okay, what's this? It's like some end game stuff. I thought it was like, a little bit, how games have like that little end game. So I was like, I thought it was that. But no, that was me starting the Foundation mission. And then I goes, go to the elevator, because you got to go to the elevator. I go in there. And then the Alan Wake one launched up going, it's like,
yeah, with Hartman.
Yeah, because it's like, it loads it, because you got to go to the elevator to go down to that
you got the guy who
region
was overseeing the fridge guy.
Yeah.
And he's talking you through this thing, like, through the fucking speaker, like.
Yeah, there's all these things. Like, you did that. So much stuff that goes on.
The AWE DLC, that is 100% Alan Wake.
Like, oh, yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying.
You are playing Alan Wake 1 with
that's
that game.
That's what I'm saying, like, because it was like, I got a hint of that. Because, like I said, when I went to the elevator, as soon as I went to go to the elevator to go down to the next floor, it tied, like, and, like, the DLCs, you gotta think, like, the DLCs were released at different times. So, you got Expansion 1, so you could play that, and then you could play Expansion 2. But if you got both of them, you go to the elevator because you're designated to go to the elevator to do the Foundation. And when you walk into the elevator to go down to that floor, it ties in going, feed and step into the elevator. And then there's Alan Wake sitting there on the keyboard, he does the whole thing. But it tied so perfectly while I was doing, because instinctively, okay, let's follow this, take the phone call from the hotline, okay, go to the elevator.
It's all one smooth.
It flows. So if you didn't have that DLC, it was still fine. But then if you did, like I did, it all just loaded all at the one hit, and it's just so smooth. Like, you don't know that you're doing DLC. Like, you have no idea that you're doing it.
No, I didn't know until I got the trophy. I'm like, what the fuck's happening?
Like, it's just like, okay, here's another area. And that's just like, and that's what you, like, games, when you get these things, like,
because I did the DLC before I finished the main game.
Yeah. Like, things just are there. Like,
I just ventured off somewhere where there's a bit of a map. I'm like, oh, that's unexplored. So I ventured there. All of a sudden, trophies pop. I'm like, that should have popped. I checked the trophy list. Oh, the Foundation. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, going along. Pop. Like, bro.
Like, it's crazy. Oh, it gives me gas.
And then I did the AWE. Like, bro, that's fucked up.
Once I knew that
part of the main game.
Yeah, like, that's once I knew, like, what I was doing. Well, I mean, it kind of is, because, like, you look at the...
I never played Alan Wake, so I don't know who Hartman was. I'm like, who the fuck is Hartman?
Yeah. Like, it's because he's introduced for Alan Wake 2, I think, was he? Or was he 1? He was from 1, wasn't he?
1.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. I'm like, who the fuck? And apparently people know who he was. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck he is.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Like, it's all tied in from... It helps...
This massive, big fucking shadow beast. I'm like...
Yeah.
I don't know who the fuck Hartman is.
Helps to tie 1 to 2.
He was an ex-employee.
Yeah. FBC employee, and he's like, oh, this... It's insane.
So he's in Alan Wake then, somewhere.
Yeah, I have seen the photo of him. I have
The original
bought
Alan
him in
Wake.
Alan Wake, so that's why I'm keen to like get into Alan Wake. Play Alan Wake 1 and then Alan Wake 2.
I don't fucking get it.
I don't even know what achievements
Because
I've
I
got.
haven't played Alan Wake, so I was hella confused what's going on.
And you still haven't played Alan Wake 1 yet, have you? Have you?
No.
You have to do it.
It would tie a lot of stuff together, finally.
Yeah, because
then I played 2, tie a lot more together. Well, probably not.
Because like Alan Wake was just Alan Wake, but then once they did what they were doing with control of the story and stuff, it gave them the idea of like how to actually create things into
expanded a little bit.
Yeah.
Faden.
Makes more sense to like how things are, the AOPs, you know, the ups.
Because she had her own
and all that
Alan
stuff.
Wake event.
Yeah. Because she's...
Well, her brother did, really.
They both did, yeah. Polaris.
I feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
He was creepy, though. Like, he was fucking creepy.
I know, he went through... He got fucked up.
It was like, all like, twitchy, then he's like, just speak like... Then
well, I want to know what's going on for like... Because like, you hear all the shit that... Like,
he just hover there, like he just float, and then he just...
Yeah.
He was like, I was just dreaming about this. I'm like...
Yeah, because he was infected
about the conversation they were having. I'm like, bruh.
Yeah, like I said, because he was infected by the hiss, so he was like fucking all wired up.
So was Alan Wake and Jessie as well.
Yeah, she did get attacked by the hiss.
They all react a lot.
She managed to break out of the hiss. The hiss.
Like Alan Wake, he's in the dark place because of that. Like
yeah, it's part of the leaking out because of the hiss had affected the typewriter and stuff, so it's been leaking out slowly.
Hence why Casey's on the real world and what's her name? I can't remember her name. She's on one part and he's on the dark place. It's like
he's still trapped dealing with it and trying to sort it out, and he's trying to help contain it from his end. He's trying to help contain it from within the dark place, which is within the realm of the hiss.
Within his own head, really.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. It's part of the item.
He's pretty much in his own head. That's where he is. Like Alan is schizophrenic. He's fucked. Like he's beyond help.
That's like like he's almost infected by the hiss as such. I don't know. That's why I'm assuming it seems to be like he's infected by it, but it's affecting him differently because
well, not the hiss exactly. Protected. It's probably another part of.
It's created from it. Yeah, it's like a spin-off from it. It's all kind of explained.
Like what Sam Lake created, man.
It's so good.
It's so good, but it's like, I do want more now. Like Control 2. They already said they're working on it.
That's coming because you go to the website and it does have like a tab saying, you know, TBCs like that, and there's the spin-off like FBC game and like the co-op FBC, so you get like you'll be hunting down like different like hiss, like high priority hiss.
Like, I hope there's no Alan Wake 3 though, because I think they wrapped that up.
I think there might be a third one. Because there's some games and there's a new IP that they've got disclosed as well on their website. A new IP.
Yeah, it's a multiplayer game, isn't it? Or whatever it is.
Well, there's the multiplayer one that's part of like the control, like that universe. But there's a game on their game they haven't got anything listed yet. That's a new game. That's like a new IP. Like, not it could be part of that universe, but it's not stated if that.
Not like how Alan Wake and Control are in there, but 2 different IPs.
Yeah, like it's completely different.
Third one, probably.
A new character perspective that's in that universe. Like they could just keep expanding the universe. Like here's a different character. I wouldn't be surprised. Like I'm not mad. Like I would happily see different parts of the world. Like we're getting a game, but you're saying this is what happened in this part of the world. This is what this part of the world. This is this over here, and you realize that there's a bigger thing happening.
Yeah, because you saw what Alan went through in his game. You've seen what Jesse's gone through in.
Exactly, and who knows?
As a fucking director.
You know who else is like?
Well, she's in the second one as well, but. I'm thinking, like, how do you take that even further now? Like, fuck.
Just whatever they want to take with the storyline, yeah.
It's crazy. Can't be the same building, surely.
Well, that's it. It could be, but there's hints that they could do anything set before this time of events. So it could be early on before it all.
But that is early on. Like she literally just
Well, there's in the Foundation you find cassette those audio logs. And there was talks
it won't be a prequel though. I don't think
that they
they've never done that.
That they stay thinking like the Foundation like whatever it is that has always been that one spot. It's like but beforehand thousands of years ago before the city was there it was a forest. So what did
Yeah.
it take form as beforehand? Was it always an office building, or is it
Hence Alan Wake, because they're in a fucking forest in the second one.
So it's anywhere, like it's crazy. But that's been in that
But
one
they have to be
location.
side by side because they happen at the same time, really.
Same time, different locations. So
Although she went to Bright Falls though, that's the thing. Like she knows that place.
I haven't gotten further with the AW. I'm assuming that's what's in the AWE
No, I
DLC.
think it's in the normal game as well.
No, it's not the normal game.
Oh, is it?
No,
I don't know. I
it's
just briefly
AWE.
remember that she mentioned it. It's about
It might be in the AWE then, because she doesn't mention it in the main story. She mentions the poet. 'Cause I remember in an audio vlog thing you find, she mentions because she's talking to a psychiatrist. She mentions which is the actor. What's his name? Zane, Thomas Zane. I remember she mentions Thomas Zane, but she refers to him as a poet. But
Yeah.
when talking to the psychiatrist goes, he's not a poet, he's an actor. Like I don't know of a poet named Thomas Zane. And she goes, I remember the story of the poet, by a poet, Thomas Zane. It's just like, what the fuck? Like this whole weird thing going on. It's like,
So if you listen to all the files, read all the files, it's all fucked.
like it's all over the place.
All
It's
stuff
crazy.
that's connected in different ways to different things, to different other things.
Yeah. And then some
It's
of
like
them, and then
like
things.
got the Alan Wake voice actor as
and the worst thing is too is I got that cutscene for Alan Wake when you get in the elevator where he starts on the typewriter, right? And you unlock the cutscenes in your files, and you go to this cutscene. So the cutscene that played was like the overlay cutscene when you enter. So it's like that projected on your screen, like it's projected on. It does that project on your screen. So that little cutscene that played when you walked into the elevator played for like maybe 20, 30 seconds or whatever it was, like maybe a minute. But then you actually go back to your vlog in the files of all the files you have for those those video cutscenes. You can actually play them individually, and the video is like a 4-minute long video. So there's stuff that you're missing that is part of it because you hear all the stuff before it, and then he goes on that actual monologue that you hear about Faden walks in the elevator and all this stuff, and then you have stuff afterwards as well. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, why am I not getting the full cutscene? Like, you got to go back and watch files and re-listen to a lot of extra shit.
Maybe it controls all in his head as well. Really,
like it could all be just him in his head, but Polaris and everything seems pretty solid at being a real.
Yeah, but also if he's writing that, that's all in his fucking head. If he's writing what she's doing,
well, apparently that's the thing. When you watch the actual cutscene, itself, I found this out. That's what I'm saying. So when I watched the cutscene in the game being projected, it was vague at being like how he connected it made no sense. But then when you watch the cutscene in the actual video files, he explains that he could pick up on the entity, and the only one he could reach to was he could only communicate with Polaris to get a hold of Faden because he needed someone to help him, and he's the only person he could get a hold of. And I think that's why the FBC know where Alan Wake is and where he's being trapped, and that's why they send someone out to find him in the second game, is because he's reaching out for help, and the only play he knows is to the FBC. And he says this in this whole cutscene. It's like there's so much more going on in this cutscene than you realize unless you actually watch it.
Casey's got nothing to do with anything in control though.
Like it's crazy.
Like Casey's the main one who's trying to get him out.
Yo, she's from the FBC. She works for the Federal Bureau of Control.
Where's Casey from? Where's Casey from?
She's the chick that's helping him in the second one, isn't it?
No, Casey's Sam Lake's character.
Oh, yeah, he works for the FBC as well. Apparently.
Does he?
Apparently, yeah, or unless he's the local sheriff, but the chick that's in the second game, she works for the FBC. I know he's an agent of something, unless he's just a local agent.
Oh, no. Alex Casey's FBI.
Mm.
And so he's Saga's FBI as well.
Yeah, because one of them's supposed to be, well,
they're both FBI.
But yeah, because he's reaching out to get the FBC's attention for help. Because they're the only ones, he knows that they're the only ones that can help him. It's the FBC. Yeah, there's this whole thing. I'll have to try and find the thing. I'll have to show you. It's this whole fucking monologue thing that actually happens. That's crazy. I was like, damn, like, you're missing out on the important details unless you actually watch it. Like,
oh, they're there because of a murder. That's why they're there.
Something else? Okay. Yeah, because I know he's trying to reach out in the cutscene I saw. He's trying to reach out.
They're there because of a murder, and then things went from there.
They link it to him. They think it's him or something. I think it is. Like, everyone thinks it's him.
They don't know he even exists. Don't forget, like he's been gone for like over a decade. Like
Yeah,
they
true,
would never
he's a
know who the fuck he is.
random guy that died, but he's reaching out. I'm really keen. Like, I can't wait to get my
Like
hands on and play
he
it.
been in the dark place for like 12 or 13 years.
Yeah, isn't it like the gap too between the first game and now? Like, like I'm so keen to like.
I wonder if
check
he
out-
does the face though.
What's that?
He does the Max Payne face. Do you reckon he actually does it in there?
As which character though?
That's
Alex
Casey.
Casey. Yeah,
Mm.
he does. There's actually, because I've watched it. There's actual Alex Casey, and then there's character Alex Casey. Does that make sense? There's a look. There's the actor from the movie. It's so dumb. So you got Sam Lake playing actual like Alex Casey, and then you've got Sam Lake playing a lookalike actor that looks like. Because Alex Casey, like the actual Alex Casey, so dumb. I've watched it. So the actual Alex Casey looks like Max Payne. He has that grumpy face all the time. So that's Alex Casey, right? But then Sam Lake, like this, but then the actor that looks like Alex Casey just has normal Sam Lake face. Like he doesn't get, because there's that scene where he's like, "Can you do the Alex Casey?" He does the whole scrunches up his face, and it's like, it's Max Payne. Like it's so dumb. It's so dumb, but it's so funny. Like I've spoiled myself.
On the couch talking to Mr. Door.
Yeah. So that's the actor in his movie playing Alex Casey. So that's why he does the face. He's like, "Can you do the Alex Casey face?" It's just like, oh my god, like it's just so meta. Like the whole thing's just so like all over its place. Like it's just like, oh, it's so. But like it's so fucked, but it works so well. It's just like, it's so weird. Like trying to explain it, it's just like it's fucking dumb trying to explain it. But when you see it, it visually works.
Knows what's actually happening, or he just writes it and.
Oh, he
technically he's Alan Wake right now. Like he's just writing it all.
Yeah, well, that's it. Kind of is like it's kind of meta on himself. Like the whole thing's like a meta on itself, and he is the writer, writing all this.
Like, do you reckon he knows every intricate detail, like way before like what happens in the future? Like, he just writing it out still now, just chilling, just.
It's fucking crazy.
Like.
That's what I don't know. I really want to play
the podcast, my boy.
Right, I would love to have Sam Lake on the potty. I'm tempted to reach out to him, Coffee Man. I reckon he might. I reckon he might.
Yeah, I reckon he would. He just seems like one of the people who just because he loves talking about games.
Yeah, just tell him come on, have a cup of coffee. Have you seen him drink his coffee?
He drinks like 20 coffees a day. Apparently, just
like
I've TikToks and shit. With his videos on Instagram, just like
there's literally duets of him on TikTok where he's duetting people having a coffee. Like, bro, it's like he's fucking hilarious. He's just.
I'm gonna tea and just.
I know he's so good. I'm slowly trying to learn that dance, so I'm getting there. The Herald of Darkness.
The dance is pretty simple. Like it's pretty. It's just the timing of it, really.
Yeah, once you get really. Yeah, they made a meme themselves. They posted on their Twitter yesterday. The Alan Wake 2 Twitter account. They shared, that Harold meme, the old guy, the old Harold bloke meme. He's sitting there at the computer. He's got his coffee in his hand. So again, it's just like a meta on itself. So it's the old bald bloke, and he's like got that grin. He's like, ew, that awkward grin with his cup of coffee.
Oh, the dude, he's fucking dead inside.
Yeah, the dead inside guy. Yeah, so he's got that one.
Yeah.
And they inverted the image. So when images go inverted, they go blue and like dark blue and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's the Herald of Darkness, and they shared that picture. And I'm like, no, that's the Herald of Inversion because they've inverted the image. It's like it's the wrong one. You've got the Herald of Inversion. But I was like, it's just funny because like again, it's funny because he's drinking the coffee, and I'm like, it's just the whole. Out of all images they could have used. Have you
seen like the dude talked about where that picture was taken? Everyone got it completely wrong, like out of context.
Yeah, I know all those different photos they did because it was just stock photos. He was just acting for stock photos. All the different.
He was just
posing.
He just took a picture like with that face.
Yeah, because he was just a model at the time. A model for fucking stock photos.
Yeah, like
a simple job.
God dang.
But, oh, it's funny as but.
And now he's the biggest fucking meme, nearly like.
Yeah, I think he passed away a couple of years ago.
Oh, that's sad.
I think he did. Yeah.
Fuck. No more figure memes about him then. That's disrespectful.
But we should get into our fucking. We're like over an hour in this fucking episode.
Yeah.
So, but they've been 2 hours. So who gives a fuck?
The last one of the year, so.
Exactly, it's going to be a bit of a big one. We've had 3 hour episodes. We've got one that's 4 hours.
We've had 4 hours. We've split it into 2 episodes, I think.
Um,
in the two videos, not two episodes.
yeah, exactly. It was like the one episode for the audio, but two for the visual. But yeah, who knows how long this episode is going to be. But I think we should get into it anyway. We've been talking a bit about Control. That was good. It got me because I'm honestly loving Control at the moment. I can't stop playing it.
I was pissed that I waited so long to play it till this year.
I didn't realize that it was 2019 it came out, and I sat on it for so long. Like I wanted to play it. I looked at it, yeah, but I just didn't. I
got a PS Plus, the Ultimate Edition. I was like, eh.
Yeah, I even got mine. Like I think it was like earlier this year or last year on Epic for free, and I never touched it. I was like, yeah, I'll claim it. I'll play it at some point. It was like, yeah, for a whole year, and then something about I don't know something. I was like,
no offense to you, Remedy, but I just didn't have time.
I just looked at everything else.
Dedicated time to play it.
Like it was just something. It's just something. This I don't know what it was. It was just something. I guess because of all the Alan Wake stuff. I was like, I want to play Alan Wake.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'll play that. I guess because it's part of it. And I was like, I played it.
I like Quantum Break, but that's nothing to do with Alan Wake or Control. But
no, but it's Remedy. So
yeah.
So it's one of those things. Like I'm just, oh, what's this?
It's a shame that there's no sequel to Quantum Break because it didn't sell as well. Didn't they lose money on it or something? I can't remember, bro.
The fuck?
What?
Oh, someone posted them. Was it from Minnesota? What's going on? Some random notification. What's it? 75 to 100 people are stranded on a large broken sheet of ice. What the hell? Don't know how that happens, but unlucky.
Oh, Remedy don't own the rights to Quantum Break. That's Microsoft still. This is the problem with people like Remedy who can't make a sequel to one of their games, like because they don't own the fucking rights. Like, so is fucking Microsoft, isn't it?
Yeah, and like I said, all the stuff that I've been like mentioning Microsoft or Xbox is hilarious. They avoid like when they talk about it. They don't specifically say. I know I'm a little.
Don't say PlayStation either, so
I'm a little bit obsessed with Control at the moment, so I'm enjoying it. I'm liking it a little bit too much. It's on my wallpaper now.
I just wanted to platinum it, but I literally smashed that.
Like,
I did what you did, like played for long sessions.
Like I'm playing it on like I'm playing it on Epic on PC. I'm here or there for achievements. I've put like maybe 20, 30 hours into it now. Like I have no quarrels of like actually because it's that good of a game. I have no quarrels of getting it again for Xbox and then doing all the achievements. I've been collecting everything now anyway. And it's like
just get on PS5 now, bro.
Like I had no quarrels like getting it and then just getting all the achievements on
like I would edition.
Just get it on Xbox and get it on PlayStation 5 and do the trophies and the achievements. Like I wouldn't even like be mad. Like it's that good of a game and experience that like.
And you'll pick up on things you missed the first, the second, maybe you get them the third time. Like
that's it. Like it's just crazy. I'm trying to figure out how to get the invincibility, not the invisibility. So I don't know how that works. Get the invincible.
It's only on the PS5 and Series X version. It's the Ultimate Edition.
Yeah, because there is the Ultimate Edition. You can get the Ultimate Edition, but I don't know how that works. Like how you unlock the invincibility.
It's in the options menu.
In the options menu. So random. Oh, it's kind of good. Like
I found out because I looked at a trophy guide. I'm like, how long to platinum? And it's like, it's a 1 out of 10 if you do it in God mode. I'm like, huh? And then I looked.
So it's like real easy if you do it in God mode, basically.
Yeah, I just couldn't die. I could fall to my death. That's about it.
That's all it was. So everything else was fine. That's easy then. I would just casually walk around everywhere because sometimes I just don't want to deal with fights. Like I'll go to an area and the enemy spawn. We're back talking about Control. Sorry. I just walk into an area and I'm just like, fuck this shit. And I just poof speed through it because I don't want to deal with enemies. Yeah. I don't know if I can deal with them, and so I don't want to get killed.
Even when I couldn't die. So.
But if I can't die, I mean that would make it easier. Turn it on and just fucking.
I had to kill certain stuff for certain trophies, but that's about it.
Yeah, that'd be so much easier. So I might have...
I mean, because I just wanted a chill experience.
Yeah, that's it.
I wanted to experience this fucking world because I played it once for a bit, and I died a lot because the game is fucking hard at times.
It can be, yeah.
And I just want a nice chill, just play at my own pace.
Yeah, and definitely if I could do that, I'll definitely clear it out 100%. Then if it's like I just chuck that on, this helps. Like, no hassle. But anyway,
yeah.
It's going forward onto my list. That is my throwback game. If we would have a throwback game for our 2023 list, Control is my throwback game. 100%. It's so fucking good. I can't believe it came out in 2019.
I can because I looked at it for ages.
I'm gonna
the
play
last
that.
4 years. I just like I'll get to it.
I'm gonna play that through COVID.
And this year, because I blame it on not blame it, but I'll give my credit to streaming because I finished games on fucking stream.
Yeah, that's definitely what I've been doing.
I dedicated Control to a week or two.
That's what I've been doing, eh? I've been downloading my VODs and re-uploading them to YouTube, so there's like a 2-hour play, there's a 3-hour, one stream like video is like 4 hours long. I'm not even bothered editing them, I'm just like uploading them raw.
No,
so just take it from the stream. Download them, upload.
So just record, but you have to download them.
Oh, it takes too much because if I'm streaming and recording, it takes too much on the computer. And trying to play and do those two at once, and it's just like,
Yeah.
If I was recording it, I could break it up into smaller episodes, but streaming just works, and it's like I can download it.
You know, I tried to include High on Life
as
a game this year, but that came out last year.
Yeah, it did. So I don't know what do we want to do with our list? How do we want to do it? Let's go through the sections and we'll just talk about our.
Yeah, really. Do your best TV shows you've seen this year first.
TV show, yeah. I've only got like
your top 5. Yeah, well, you got recommend any order, like your best. Your
worst,
I
don't know. I can't remember what was on TV show because I kind of watched a lot, but a lot of it was going back on old shows. And then there's like, and I don't know, like what I don't know.
Shows.
Yeah, because I watched a lot of old shows,
old games.
and like, I don't know. I was just reflecting, like the good times. Like that's what a lot of it was going back and good time in it, nostalgia, bro. I don't know. It was weird with TV shows. It was a bit. I don't know. There's like I don't know. I only got like 4 on my list for TV shows that I can really think of that are honorable for like.
I've only got 2. So
one of them, which was like a second season. So that was on my list because I would recommend that.
Yeah, that still counts because it was still this year.
Yeah, this year. Like I would recommend as like these are like a lot of these 2 are like almost like our recommendations as well. So like these things that we recommend. So that's why it was hard because like it's not just things that I think was good. It's like what I would recommend. So it was
what
hard.
You recommend the beardies and beardettes to go watch like
exactly. So I mean, one big thing that I know this is a mine and Jim's list because it was a big part of our podcast as well, like the start of the podcast, which was The Last of Us. That was honestly really good. Like it was such a good. I know it was hard.
I hated it, man.
Huh?
No, it's like I hated it. Fuck you.
Like it was good, eh? Like I don't think anything could really.
Halo was fucking better than that.
That's not even on my list. That's like on that. If I was making the bad list,
I only watched like 2 episodes. That can't be on mine.
Like, yeah, you watched.
Was that last year anyway? Wasn't it Halo?
No, I think it rolled over. Yeah, I think it was a rollover from last year to this year. I think it was. But yeah, so I can't really remember what there was, but I got The Last of Us. That would be kind of my top if I was to even say, because it was good. It was just so well done. Like, just
I mean, I have a top 1, but the rest are in no particular order. Particular order.
That's kind of how mine was as well. But what I was going to say before that, because I was going to refer to, was that this is the second season because the first season was so good. This was the second season I watched, which was Our Flag Means Death. So that was got the Rhys Darby and Taika Waititi, and that was such a good show. And the second season was so good. It was so good. Just it's the twist take on pirates and that time and Blackbeard and everything like that. It's just just coming back for that second season.
I have always wanted to watch it. I'll get there.
Honestly, you've got 2 seasons of it now, and it's so easy just to binge through. Because we binged through the season. And it was just so easy just to do that. It was just so good. So you could do both.
It's only short, is it? Or is it?
They're kind of, I think they're like 35-minute long episodes. I think they are.
Ooh, not
40 minutes. Like they're not massively long, but they're not short either.
No, is it a long season though? Like how many episodes?
I think there's like 10 episodes a season. Like it's pretty short. Like it's not big.
So it's pretty standard season now.
Yeah,
really,
so you can pretty binge
in today's.
binge through it pretty easily. So
I remember back in the day, it was like 24 episodes a season.
yeah, and they're like either 45. Well, if you got the short seasons, are like, you know what, 20-minute episode, 25, and they're like 40 episodes or something stupid like that.
Yeah.
Or it's like 45 minutes, but it's like 10.
Unless it's Supernatural and it's 50 odd minutes for 24.
So.
How did they sustain that for fucking 15 years? Like,
Oh, 45. And they want to come
it was
back.
like, what, 45 to 50 minutes an episode, and there's still 24 episodes in the season.
Yeah. A lot of shows managed to get away with it. It's crazy. I don't know if you end up having this on your list or not, but I got Twisted Metal. Did you end up watching Twisted Metal? I don't know if you did or not yet. You did, didn't you watch it all?
Yeah.
You did, yeah.
I was hoping for a physical, but I don't think they were getting one.
Yeah, Twisted Metal was real nice. Like, that was actually a very satisfying show.
Season 2 did get the go-ahead.
Yeah, definitely keen for that. Like, they left it so open for so much more.
I think there is a physical coming, actually, for Twisted Metal.
I hope so. Like, they've been doing a lot. Sweet Tooth's been doing a lot lately, too, if you notice on the socials. It's freaking hilarious.
Oh, you mean some Samoa Joe?
But yeah, no, that had to be on my list. That was a definite recommendation. And also that new One Piece Netflix series. I must recommend that as well. That was actually really good.
Oh, yep.
Like, was so good. Like, that was so well done. Like, to adapt from an anime.
I'm waiting to do the whole thing.
Yeah, to adapt.
Just...
Even if they get a couple more seasons up and then you just watch like to adapt from an anime.
Waiting.
Yeah, because it was so good. Like, for how they managed to adapt from an anime and then change a few things, it just worked. Like, they actually did okay.
Well,
compared
the fact
to,
they made it better than the fucking anime, like
pretty much, like, compared to like Cowboy Bebop. Like, Cowboy Bebop, like, just fucked everything up. But this
also,
was just done so right.
Different director, writers, like
yeah. But it's just how they approached it. That just shows you the difference, like the thought they went into it and how they approached and made references to stuff and how they pace things, which is so like different.
One Piece shouldn't work more than Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, like it's just crazy. Like, it, out of all things, I was not expecting to be that good and done so well, and I was just impressed. Like, that's all really. Yeah, and that was it. Like, I think there might have been other shows. I just couldn't remember if there was like much.
I'm just hoping they don't touch Dragon Ball, because you can't live action Dragon Ball. We've already seen it.
That's it. Because we've got like a proper Japanese like Yu Yu Hakusho drop, and there was like the new Avatar series coming, but yeah, it's just one of those things. But that's my list for my shows this year. What do you
I've only got 2.
You only got 2?
Because everything new this year, I only just watched The Last of Us. As I said, that was my number 1.
Yeah, it was so
right there.
It was so
my number fucking 1. I was tempted to put Twisted Metal on top though, but I'm like,
Twisted Metal was good, but it was just a little bit like, I don't know. It's just a little bit like it just couldn't reach that number 1 spot. I felt like that's why I felt like you might have been the same.
oh, it could, because
like, it's close. Like, it's just there.
I
like
The Last of Us, but they fucking rushed the ending.
Yeah.
It went a bit quick.
Yeah.
They just went jump. But other than that, they're still fucking good.
Because I feel like if you were to look at the finish line or hold on to the ledge, like Last of Us has its hand on the ledge. Like, Last of Us is there, and I feel like Twisted Metal just has like a couple of fingers like holding on. Like, it's just like.
Yeah, like Twisted Metal was
like,
well paced throughout the whole thing. Like, it going very well through the whole fucking series.
And just that last episode was just, I don't know, it just felt a bit. That's what I felt like. They finally got to they had to make a reference to like the destruction.
Well, they had
derby.
to build it up.
Yeah, and I felt like they had to squeeze in a reference in this season. So then they had their quick little combat like smash and derby at the very end, and they kind of rushed it all, and it all just happened so quickly, and it's like, oh. And then they had to squeeze in that he won.
Not as fast as Last of Us though.
So
they jumped through a lot of that in the end. There was no tunnel. There was no fucking.
That did suck though. They skipped that. Like, that could have been like that could have been a whole episode. They could have had one extra episode, like, and just made it the tunnel. Like, that could have been one episode fine. Just them getting through it. We didn't have to go too crazy.
Not a long tunnel, but like.
But like, they could have got away. You know what I mean? Like, at least had an episode. Like, or they could have just had the start. Like, for like. I reckon they could have just done an episode of just them going through a tunnel, doing the whole.
Not just the tunnel. It's a lot of it. A lot of the snow stuff, like a lot of like the David stuff, is not there. Like,
they changed it up, yeah. But like, they changed it up and it worked though, which was good. That they changed it to a way where it wasn't bad. But
What I'm used to playing the game for like the last decade, and then I got that. I'm like,
Yeah, they could have like at least had an episode worth of stuff. Like that's what I mean. Like they could have had
should
an
have been
episode
maybe
worth of
like
stuff
10
and
episodes,
switched
not
around.
like 8, whatever it was.
9, wasn't it? Was it 9?
9 maybe.
It was a weird number.
You had the Left Behind as an episode.
Yeah, which was like So then realistically, you take that out, it's only 8. It's like they could have done 2 extra episodes or an extra episode worth of stuff.
Too easy.
Yeah,
Just
to fit it all
for the
in.
ending, like just the end.
Just because that was a big
Because
moment.
they literally rushed through the end, like they.
Yeah. Because I remember with that tunnel is they had to sink through the tunnel. They had that water sequence. Like why couldn't they have had a water sequence when they get washed down through the thing? Like Joel when they got separated, Joel got washed down through it, and then that was like when they get through the thing.
In the fucking basement, they didn't have the school like thing either.
Like the school, that was when they met thing though. That's when they
Bill,
and they changed that because they ended up actually meeting Bill. But they could have gone through the school like as well with that. And then the other school, like they kind of.
I mean, I feel like it makes more sense because that was for gameplay purposes. But
they could have done a reference or some form of that in a way that could have just been like 10 minutes.
The whole story's still intact, but it's like
you're just seeing some stuff at a different pace.
They could have added some of the gameplay elements into the show, maybe.
Yeah.
But then again, Neil Druckmann did write it, so I mean, it probably didn't fit, but
didn't know how to get it to fit properly for the pacing and how they were going to visually do it. Maybe budget-wise, maybe they had to work around and go, okay, we have to redo this so it works.
Because they did rework the sniper.
Yeah.
Come out of the tunnel with Sam and that.
Yeah.
Because in the game, it was just a sniper on the hill, like in the house.
Yeah.
You go around and kill him, and then you got all the people running down, and the snipers. But in the show, you got the bitch and a squad just roll up and blow the truck. Truck goes sky high, and you got the fucking
because that happened because that ended up happening after you took out the sniper, and then you were helping them get through from and then that car came rumbling through kind of thing.
Yeah, but that was nothing like they did on the show.
No, it was way different, but it was cool. It was like a new take on it, but it worked.
Yeah,
it was an abridged version. They changed it
because there was no bloater in the game there or nothing. There was no bloater. There was a little bit of infected, but not much.
Yeah,
it was mainly people.
And you go with the game scene. Like, how many times did you see a bloater in the game? Like, fucking heaps. You saw the bloater heaps in the game.
A lot in the second one.
And that's it. And then we only saw it like the once in the show. So they had to If they had the tunnel, we would have seen bloater.
I still remember the fucking It was near the end of the game where when you got turn the power on at the gates on the horse and stuff. Fuck
yeah,
me, in the
college,
whatever it was.
Yeah, the college.
And I went down that basement area, like in that drop down room, and where I found Jack and Daxter plushies on the shelf.
Yeah.
I got scared by them fucking bloaters.
Yeah, and you got to go through that thing to the end of the hallway.
Because I was walking around normally, and there was a bloater just standing there like.
Yeah, sleep. And then because it's meant to chase you when you're trying to push that cabinet out the way. It's meant to make it scary.
But I killed him beforehand.
Yeah.
Before that. Because I seen him, I'm like, what the fuck is that noise? And then I'm lucky I didn't attack or anything, because he would have just fucked me up.
Yep.
There was a lot of fucking Molotovs at him, just boom, boom, boom.
And that's it, like,
nailed him.
Well, that means because that show came out at the start of this year too, that means like I played the game around that time as well. 1 and 2 was around that time.
Yeah, that's the first time playing it, wasn't it? The first one.
Basically, well, I had briefly played it, but that's my actual first.
Well, the whole game.
Yeah. Because I got into it because of the show, which was good.
It's crazy how, I played it since 2013. Like, I played it on PS3 originally when it came out. Like, I've been a fan for a decade. That's hard. Yeah. That's weird to say that.
Yeah. All right.
And then I got the show a decade later. I was like, because there was talks the whole decade. It was like there's a show, and then all of a sudden,
they want to do it and try and do it.
Became a thing.
Then it might be a movie. Then it's gonna be a series. Then they jumped around so much. Like
there's a Jack and Daxter show coming too. Live action, I think.
What else was there? Move on with the list. What else we got? Fucking. What do you want to do? Movies, games, what?
Go games. Top 5.
Don't really have a top.
Well, your game of the year and your rest of them.
I mean, if I was to, like I said, if I was to give any game, it was going to be Control, but that's 2019.
Yeah.
But for this, I mean, realistically, going back to it, the only game I really played that was, I mean, there was other games I played this year, but the only one that was really decent for this year. I mean, I could have, I didn't really put. I mean, it's on.
I do have
on
a
the
list from one shit. Got them in a certain order. Hang on.
I mean, it's not even that. Like,
Yeah,
I can't even say that because I didn't even play Gungrave. I've chucked it in and updated it, installed it. I haven't even played it. The only one that I really played this year was bloody Hot Wheels Unleashed 2. It's the only game.
That's on your list then, right?
That's on my list, and that's like on the top. That's on the top. I had to give that top because this is the only one I really played the most. I've nearly finished it. I had a break to space it out because it was like, you know, I didn't want to like burn myself out and finish playing it. But yeah, like that's on my list. I end up chucking on there. I can chuck in. I didn't really put on there, but I can chuck on 2K Drive. I did a bit of that, and that was kind of fun with the tutorial. That was pretty cool. Like the transformation.
I just smashing shit with my car.
But I mean,
everywhere.
if I was to say anything, if I was to say like for game wise, like latest patches or updates, I would say like the new version of Fortnite, but that's not really the same thing. But that's more of like an honorable because like the new modes they've added to that's been fucking dope. Like adding the Lego to that, and adding their rock band.
If it was literally a standalone thing, then yeah, but like
yeah,
in Fortnite, so
but it doesn't count. So that's a recommendation of like cool things to check out if you want to check them out. Like, but that's not in the list for 2023, unfortunately, because it's only an update. It's a season. It's a different category. So it's like a honorable mention maybe or something. Like, I mean, I was getting into Hi-Fi Rush, so that's on there as well because I did finally get back into that, and that was actually pretty fun. I got a fair chunk into that, and then I kind of.
We still need a physical for that.
That's it. Like I said, I kind of put it down after a while. I mean, as well, like I got a bit into it, but I kind of need to play it some more. Which was Redfall. It was kind of good, but it doesn't really make. I literally just listed games that I played that I knew this year because I didn't really have much of a list.
We played Redfall, so that does count.
Like, yeah, and that was actually, and it wasn't that bad. It really isn't that bad. So that's why it makes it to the list because it's a good game. Like there's a lot more.
I can't say it was too bad, can I? Because I did spend a lot more time.
That's exactly like it could do with a lot more love.
It wasn't as bad as people were saying.
Exactly.
That's it has elements, but like still.
Yeah, it's still fairly okay game.
Like you saw my experience when I first on PC. Like fuck me, that color.
That was weird.
The whole game was a low res.
It was all broken. It was weird.
That's like on the Xbox. I was like
we talked about because we played a fair chunk of like the Sons of the Forest, but it wasn't a finished game. It's only is it next year that it's a finished game? I think February next year.
I think yeah.
So like even then, like technically that doesn't really count because it's unfinished, unpolished. Well, it's polished, but not. But they're still polishing it. Like that's the thing. So I can't even say like it's polished or it's unpolished. Like they are still polishing that game. So and we did it. We played it. We finished it, and there were so many cutscenes and extra missions and so much stuff that we missed out on because it was an unfinished game.
We can play it when it comes out though.
We'll play it again. Like I can't even another game like I briefly played, which was like Small Land. I can't even really talk about that because I kind of
it's in the same state. Like it's an early access.
I think it only just went live recently, like full like.
No, I don't think it's even that still.
Small Land.
Is it?
It just went like version 1. It only recently I think went version 1.
Small Land.
Like pretty recently. Version 1.
No, it still says early access.
Oh, it's supposed to be going version 1 soon.
Let me have a look. Small Land.
It was really it was soon or
version 1.0.
It's supposed to be soon.
Oh, December 7th.
Yeah, so it was recent. Yeah.
Crap.
Yeah, that's good. And we were going to play that. So well, we've played it individually, but together yet. But I jumped onto that pretty early. I was like, I'll back it. I'll get behind it.
Oh, Small Land coming 1.0 coming December 7th for PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. I've seen it on there.
Yeah, that's weird.
I'm gonna see if it's on there because I haven't seen it. Because I
Um,
will play it on console. To be
and
fair,
then I do have a list of other games. I was extra special and polite with my games as well for my list. That
extra
I
special.
that I gave my 3 listed of bad games of 2023. And on there, even though I finished the
Oh, it is on
campaign,
there.
it isn't there.
Nope.
Nope,
It
not on
said
there.
December 7th.
It's not there yet.
It's it's still announced. There's no actual. It's still wish listed. Add to wish list, but you can't actually buy it.
That's funny.
So they haven't got 1.0 just yet.
Damn, they got delayed.
They said this. They said like a month ago, and they still haven't hit it.
That's bad. But yeah, so the games got a bit of a bigger list because there was games I kind of recommended and liked for 2023. The games that didn't really make the cut because they're unfinished games, and then there's this bad games. So I got 3 bad games for this year. One of them being Crash Team Rumble. So bad, such a cash grab. If you want achievements or trophies, it's fucking easy, but it's just overall the game is just doo doo.
Even easier when they put bots in there.
Yeah, fucking I chucked on Starfield on my list because I played that and it was just I was not entertained at all.
Are you not entertained? No.
The only thing that I thought was
No.
funny at one point was I had the jetpack and I wanted to like thrust onto this little platform, and when I went to do it I was like, and I just launched myself off, and that was funny. And I was like, ha ha, and I just went flying across the thing.
There's nothing.
Like, it's just empty, void,
It's just
nothingness.
pathetic game.
It's just, yeah. And then the third one, which I played the campaign, it was kind of okay, but not really. Overall, it's been pretty dookie. The new season's pretty dookie, and that was Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Which is technically just DLC for Modern Warfare 2. That's why it's part of it, because it's just so. It was cool. It was okay. Like the wrapping up the last season of like the online was like it was cool. How they tried to do stuff with it, and then they just fucked everything up, and it's just been broken since. Full of hackers, full of cheaters. The whole thing's fucked. Broken. No one's loving it. Everyone's rage quitting. Like
Microsoft problem now.
I just watch anyone play in the game online, and they just look unhappy with themselves playing it.
Yeah, that's
like,
why
why are
I
you even
just
playing it? Like,
just uninstalled it.
yeah, it's just
I couldn't give it time of day.
Yeah,
I finished the campaign and played some multiplayer.
like I enjoy the seasons. I bought skins for it. Like I bought like the last season. I bought like fucking Ash, and I bought fucking Skeletor, and I did all this cool stuff. And I was like, yeah, thinking yeah, it'd be cool. At this point in time, I've bought them, but I'm not gonna use them again because currently it's just doo doo.
Nope.
And yeah, I'm just like, I don't have really any interest now because they don't really want to support themselves and not really support anything else either.
Nope.
And the game is just dookie dog.
I was told about this. Like, no, it's fine. Now look at him.
Yeah, it was fine at first. Like it was okay. It was, but then
it was
this
trash at first. That's why I
It's
didn't
gone
buy
down.
anything. I only bought the battle pass because it carried on from Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah. While I was playing and leveling up, and I was having fun, so that's why I paid for it because like I might as well. I was like, I'll get the skins because fucking they're cool. Ish.
Right?
But now it just feels wasted because like I'm not gonna play it, At least I got them, but yeah.
You have them for the next COD.
Well, hopefully they roll over. Well, they eventually will now.
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
I think that's what they're trying to do now. Keep everything within that vein. What about yours? What do you got on your game list? Because I know you played a fair bit this year.
I played a fair bit, but not really this year's games.
Oh,
Like I said, I haven't played Dead Space, Resident Evil 4.
There's still a lot though that
I've
came out this year that
John
you've
Wick.
played. Like there's still a lot.
I haven't played Alan Wake, haven't played fucking Baldur's Gate 3, haven't played any of them.
What have you got on your list?
My number one, of course, Spider-Man 2.
Yep.
Which, of course, is my game of the year.
Yep.
Amazing game. Everyone should go play it. I know Des will at some point.
Oh yeah.
these are in no particular order either from now, because it's pretty hard to list these.
Exactly, it's hard, eh? You can't. We
But
will next year. I know, have a better list. I think.
next one, Hogwarts Legacy.
There you go.
Of course, I had to be there.
That
I
was
fucking
good. I
love the
watched you
shit out of
play
it.
it. It was a good game. That would be on my
I
list as
played
well.
the shit out of it. Nothing I could say about it. That's bad. Really, that could be my game of the year. If Spider-Man didn't come out, it would have been Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh yeah.
The next one, because I have 5, so Jedi Survivor,
Mhm.
another amazing game. You should go play that as well if you haven't
Well,
played
see,
the
that was the
first
other thing
one.
too. It's like I missed out on a lot of these because there was no point in me buying them because I didn't have a PS5 or a Series X.
Yeah,
So that at the time,
and that ran a trash on PC, so fuck that.
yeah, there's a lot, at the time there's a lot of these games I missed out on because I didn't have anything. Now I did. I would have played basically a lot of those games.
But now you get them a lot cheaper, so
Yeah,
you can get 2 for the price of 1 currently.
some of them. Yeah.
The next one, I've just platinumed myself. Well, I've platinumed all these games,
I
really, to be fair.
just platinumed myself. I need to make that a shirt. I've just platinumed myself.
But just recently got RoboCop.
There we go. That looks so good.
That game be amazing. I just platinumed that, which I must say, what they say on the back, 100 gig minimum, is fucking wrong. The game's on like 40 gigs.
Maybe for DLC or something.
60 gig of DLC, like, bro.
Yeah, that seems weird. Like to have so much, not.
Like, I'm pretty sure that might have been for like the PC or Xbox version. 100 gig minimum when I only need 40 or 39 gigs.
Yeah, maybe PC.
But go play it. It's pretty hard to find a physical copy. You have to get them. I got mine pre-owned from EB, and that was still lucky that they had them because they got no stock. Because someone's got to return one or trade it in, which no one really does that. So lucky as fuck.
Those
And
that
on
bought it.
eBay, no one's selling them.
Yeah, because say those that bought it because they wanted to have it for their
Yeah.
collection. Like it's definitely a collector's piece kind
Like
of thing.
me, like I'm not ever selling it.
Yeah.
Like,
It's in your collection.
but I give Taeon the full respect they deserve now after that and Terminator Resistance. They redeemed themselves over that Rambo game. Okay. I saw that and still want to play it though. Like, I do want to give that Rambo game a shot on the PS3.
It looks so different though, eh? Like they
It's,
they were.
it's on rails. Like it's a Rambo game on rails. Like nah. But the last 2 games, RoboCop and Terminator, I am keen to get Terminator next year sometime.
Yep.
And my last game, everyone knows it's going to be here. Do you know what it is?
I'm thinking it better be someone I'm thinking is. I want to see.
Dead Island 2!
Oh, okay. I was wondering. Yeah, that's good. I know there's other games you've played. I'm surprised it didn't make it to your list.
Like what? What other games this year?
You've been playing it.
No, I can't recommend it over these.
You couldn't recommend it? James Cameron would be upset.
I mean, I can recommend it only if you're an Avatar fan. Only play it then. And amazingly, a lot of the world aren't Avatar fans.
Because it looks really good. It looks like a good game in general, though.
If you like Far Cry, play it. I don't know. But like, it is very story heavy.
Yeah.
Which, through a lot of people think it's boring or like, it's fucking Avatar. There's a lot of talking in the movies too. But like, I can't recommend it all like over these 5 to play. I mean, it's an honorable mention sitting at 6.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it's
these are your top 5. Like these are your top 5 exactly. Yeah. I thought Avatar might have gotten into it because you were liking Avatar. But
I am. Like, I'm still playing it, but
it's just not good enough to be in your top 5.
like
It's in your top 10.
amazing.
Yeah.
Dead Island 2, I thought it was going to be trash.
Yep.
This turned out to be like a 9 out of 10.
Mm.
Same as like
so many games.
a night. I got that 8.5. Good. Like you can't contend with these of Avatar. Like
That's what I'm saying. So there's a lot of games that came out. It's like I say, there's Hogwarts that came out that I haven't got.
I still
Like
got
say
Dead Space to
Survivor,
play.
Spider-Man
Resi
2,
4, like
Dead Space, fucking Resi 4, that the
I
old
just
games and the
can't.
new games.
I can't compete, bro. Like I only
Dead
just
Island,
platinumed all these.
like say
Thankfully.
Avatar, bloody. There's so many games that came out this year. It's ridiculous. Like
Avatar. I better say GTA 5, but that.
they didn't they.
But like, but as honorable mention, I have, as you said, played a few of the older stuff as well. I'll
Yep.
grab right here, which
He's got a bit
I
of a
got
haul.
just a few of the. I can't grab the other ones, but I just recently done Margin and Forsaken Kingdom.
Yep.
But these 4 right here have taken up a lot of the time.
Yep.
As you've been seeing.
You've been playing that a fair bit. You've enjoyed that.
That's actually retro now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And on PS3, Green Lantern, Rise of the Manhunters.
It's not
that
bad.
game is fucking amazing. It's better than the movie.
I had that. I had a bundle which came with that and the movie.
Yeah,
I gotta
better
find
than the fucking movie, and they're still sealed.
Yeah.
I'm like the person who had it didn't even use the beanie glasses.
I gotta find where mine is. Played a little bit of it, but I didn't really get far into it.
Enslaved. I just started that for the third time.
Yep.
That's made by the same people who did Margin, I think.
Yeah, from Bandai Namco.
Ninja Theory? Do they do? No.
I think it was.
I don't know. I think I fucked it up. It's published by Bandai Namco, both of them. So, and very recent playing SmackDown vs Raw 2007.
I've seen you playing 22 as well.
Yeah.
I've
I'm
seen
going to
you
go for platinum on 22.
I've seen you stream in 22, so I was like, oh. I was gonna look at getting that as well.
You wouldn't believe how.
Because that's online. That has online, doesn't it? Like it's still working, is it? Is that?
I don't think so.
I don't know if it was or not because we were like, oh, I should try and.
I don't know, but you always try it. So.
Yeah.
Because you said you wanted to get these, didn't you? And they're pretty cheap.
I was thinking about it. Yeah.
It's like $15.
Hmm.
But they'll lead into another segment after.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, the old games are still like this holds up. That fucking holds up. They all fucking hold up.
Oh, we've talked about it. There's so many games.
A bit rough around the edges for Green Lantern, but I think for the budget, pretty fucking good. I found out for the platinum, you need online.
No.
You need either online or a second controller.
Oh, thank God you can do.
Because there's a co-op mission you have to do.
Oh, damn.
I only got one controller.
Yeah.
So I can't platinum it yet. I'm sad.
Gotta get another controller.
Yeah, I know. But you have to run through the whole level with a second controller. So with another person, it'd be a lot easier.
Yeah, you can play it to actually play it. Damn.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Damn. I'm surprised like one game that had the server still going for it.
No, you just use co-op, so.
Yeah, that'd be funny though if it's like online. It's like you can connect online. That'd be hilarious.
Get all but one trophy.
Like, oh no, but I'll say like it's like the one game and they still have it active. That'd be funny as if you chucked in. It's like you could connect online, and
all right,
like that'd be funny.
There are a few of those that you can still play online. Like I said, like GTA 4.
Yeah,
them servers are still up.
People still love playing them. That's why people love those servers.
It's crazy.
Still popular. It's very popular.
What do you reckon? Do our movies, my boy?
I think we could do our movies.
Because our list might be similar. I'm not sure.
I had another list for music as well.
I didn't do music. Fuck.
Do you want me to tell you my list for my songs? They're more for the songs of the year.
Yeah, do it. Because I didn't do any. So
my 2023 songs. So there was another song I heard. I thought it was pretty good, but I forgot what it was. It was kind of a trap because it's from another movie. But these are all from basically movies and stuff like that. So well, no real particular order. I'm just gonna go through how they're read out. But my songs for the year, one of them was Herald of Darkness from Alan Wake 2.
Yeah.
The other one on here on the list, second, like I said again, these aren't any particular order, but the second one is I'm Just Ken from the Barbie movie.
I was gonna say that's something like, oh no, like
And
that would be in there.
And then number 3 is Peaches from the Mario movie.
What? So no no, that wasn't this year. It's 2019.
What was it?
That Take Control from Control. That fucking song is
bumping,
man.
That was so good. Oh, which one? Oh, it made me think about the movie for a second. I nearly had it. My brain was nearly there for a second on the song, and then I lost it.
Oh, oh well.
I just thought about it. Later. Peaches. I'm Just Ken. Peaches. Mario. Oh, my brain was just there. I nearly had it, and then Take Control. I was like, what? What did you say? And then threw me off course. Oh, I nearly had it.
I mean, how your brain works like that.
My brain is so retarded. But
yeah, no, because sometimes in order too, actually.
Because sometimes you just get like, because just some songs from certain media these days have just been slapping. They're just a big meme. They're just so good.
That's number one. I always have a number one.
And
then it's random.
Because that was like for the year, which it wasn't on my head. No, because there was like the top hits. You could vote for your top 100, like top 10 for
top 100.
Yeah, it's like Triple J's.
I couldn't do top 100.
Top 100, but you could vote on your top 10 list. And one of them was like, because this, I think it was this year. Yeah, it was because it was Auntie Donna released Hit and Run. They did a song from their series, and yeah, they did a whole fucking proper song from it. That was funny. So that can be on there as well. But yeah, that's some pretty good songs. But that's why I just wanted to make something extra, have some music, because that was some pretty good bangers.
If you told me, I would have went and done that, but I had no idea.
Yeah,
I was thinking about albums, but I'm like, I didn't listen to many albums this year.
No, I was thinking just go with song, like more or less just actual songs that were like slaps. If we were to give it an award, I know out of that list, if I was to give an award, it would be to friggin' Old Gods of Asgard for Herald of Darkness.
Yeah, right.
That's like, such a good song. So give them an award. We got to do that. We're going to do that next year.
And the best dance goes to them too.
I want to figure out how I can do it because I want to do some awards, and try and post them up either on Twitter or try and mail it to them. But like, we could post them up on Twitter and be like, can you, get in touch?
Put them on Twitter, the Insta, and give them a physical. Get your 3D printer. Just give them a.
That's it. I might even
trophy. Like
I might even do that. Like, for this thing, just do a little mock up for this year. So you can post them on the Twitter and I can post them on the Instagram. Make up not like a fake, but like our little mock up of like the Beardy Bros like award certificate kind of thing. We can post up on the Instagram and whatnot, and be like, The Last of Us wins one for TV.
We'll send like gets like the Herald of Darkness because he pretty much.
Yeah, so like for us, like for TV show, it'd be like The Last of Us being our top basically. So we could go like
Naughty Dog.
So like Naughty Dog for The Last of Us. So it'd be like Beardy Bros. Award 2023 or whatever it is. It could be Naughty Dog for The Last of Us. We'll do a little mock up. I can do a little mock up and maybe do that, and then for like for like music maybe do like just
I have one honorable mention for my movie one as well.
So movies,
I couldn't fit it in there.
Yeah, well you start off with the movies this time. What do you got for your movies?
My number one movie of the year. Of course, it was Guardians 3.
Yep. You like that one?
Because
pretty good.
That was so fucking good.
It was good, yeah.
It's a good way to end the Guardians, like
yeah. That's the thing for me. Like, it was a good movie, but I don't know. It was weird for me. It was good, but I just feel like I don't know. For me, like again, they're all personal opinions.
Yeah,
this is definitely good. And the last for the.
Now these are in no particular order, as always. You got Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning, Part 1.
Haven't watched it yet.
That could have been up there at number 1, but
it was a bit tight, was it?
Guardians though, Guardians 3 was so good.
Yeah,
the best Marvel movie for fucking ages. The next one, another banger.
Yep,
the 4th in the series. But John Wick 4.
Yep. Again, I haven't watched that one yet.
Well, you haven't seen John Wick 4?
No. So that's
like
why.
start of the year, my boy.
As I know. That's why I haven't watched it. So of course that's not on my list.
Speaking of peaches,
Yep.
the next one, Mario.
Yep.
The Super Mario Bros. Movie.
It was good.
If you notice, that's already 4 out of 5, and there's no. Because these movies are just. And number 5. This one, I was gonna put number 1, but there's already number 1 there. But Oppenheimer.
Yep.
Was so fucking good.
Yep.
Even though it's like a documentary, but like.
It was, so
fucking good.
So I still gotta watch that.
I enjoyed the hell out of it. And my honorable mention was Gran Turismo. I couldn't fit that.
It was good, yeah. I still haven't watched it.
Like that was so.
I
good.
want to watch that. So that's some things I want to watch.
I'm sorry to the Barbie fans out there, but I just didn't click with the movie as much as many others. Like it was good. I'd give it a standard 7. Like it was good. It was great, but like it wasn't an Oppenheimer or a Mario. Or
it wasn't. It wasn't like that for you, yeah.
Because I watched a lot of movies, so I'm like, I had to go through them. Like, what came out this year?
Yeah, I did that. I looked through the list because I ended up looking at like what released by month, so that helped going through the list and looking through the movies and going what stood out to me and what like that's how I did with my list. Like I looked at going, what did I enjoy? You know what I mean? Like, what did I actually enjoy watching? And it was a little bit tricky with some of them. Like I said, Guardian.
I was tender for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but I'm like, that wasn't them either. I'm like,
I know, like that's the
that would have been a
part.
6th choice.
Yeah, like technically, I mean,
that art style was so good though.
And that's it. Like, it was hard. Like, because for me, technically, Guardians didn't really make the list. It's shy of making, like, it's again, like, it was on there. It could technically be in tie with what I've got, like, with my list with some of these, but, like, it was good, but, like, I don't really remember it. And that's the problem why, as well, like, I don't really remember it.
Also, it was, like, at the start of the year.
Some of these I can remember.
A whole year ago nearly that came out.
Like, when I try and think of it, I don't really remember much of the movie. Where some other movies I've seen through the year, I do remember scenes in my head. And that plays a big part with
I also remember that Adam Warlock when he...
Yeah. Like, it was good.
when he goes to the... He picks the fight, like, bro.
Oh, he was just
idiot.
Yeah.
And he got fucking Drake's just like, who is this guy?
So silly. Like, it was good, but, like, yeah. Because, like, if you compare with things else that came out this year, you had, like, Ant-Man came out this year, like, that of Marvel. And you had, like, other Marvel stuff, and it just didn't hit right. Like
to be fair, that movie could have ended Marvel and just there, like the end of the whole thing.
Like
was that.
my stuff here, technically there's literally no Marvel in my stuff, basically. Because like
there's only that one good movie.
Because there's like Marvel TV shows that came out and they couldn't even really make it. Like they were good, but they weren't like good to make my list. Like there's things that came out this year that just didn't make my list because they just weren't as good.
No offense, but Marvel has nothing that breaks into any list. Except for the bad list.
Not anymore, anyway. Yeah, it's going in the other way. Like, or not.
No offense to the people, but like,
not even
it's fucking true.
It's not even making some lists at all. Like, it's just so mid now that it's not making lists. It's just
like Guardians are the only hope they had. Like,
it's not good to mention good, and it's not even like that bad to mention is bad. Like, oh, it's more. Some of it's more than bad. You can't even mention it's bad because it's that bad that you just don't want to talk about.
The only thing good was Loki season 2 and Guardians.
Oh, that's what it was. It was meant to be on my list. It was Loki. I was trying to remember what it was. Duh. Because I was thinking of season 2's. And...
You couldn't remember it, so who the fuck?
That was good, though. I know, because I think of the first season, and then my brain throws off, and then, yeah. Because I was trying to think what it was. I was like, what was it? Oh, that's something else on my list. It was Loki.
It's so good I couldn't remember.
I had a last minute go through my list and fix everything up, and, yeah.
Yeah, that's what... I had all week to do it, but I left it right until...
I even said that, too, myself. Like, I tried to prepare it for us, and I left it as well. So getting into it, my movie list, it's kind of similar, kind of different, very different. No, it's kind of similar because my number one list on there is another movie that was a squad-based adventure, and it was Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves.
Oh, I've got that movie. Fuck.
So I remember a lot of different scenes from that movie, and it was really good. Like, I actually do want to watch it again.
That was a good movie.
So that was actually my kind of number one-ish kind of movie. So, like, I was thinking, like, Guardians was good, but it just wasn't
Oh
If
man,
any,
people
like,
don't get it. Opinions, man.
yeah, like exactly, like Guardians was good, but it just didn't hit right to remember my list. Like, if anything, I feel like I enjoyed
I
that
think Guardians,
special.
you have to watch the trilogy, and
Yeah,
then it'll
to really
probably hit better
like there
than.
were good moments, like in no sad moments, and maybe that's why it's because there was a lot of sad moments. Like it's not taking away from
Oh
being
yeah, because it
good,
was
but
an ending,
yeah, like I like that
like where
Christmas
you had
special they did.
fucking Star Lord dead, and then it's like they brought him back. Like,
Yeah, like all
bruh.
this stuff, like it's just crazy. So yeah, but
I was hoping they actually killed him there, but
I know it's just one of those things.
he deserved to go out like that.
Like right, it's just I don't know.
Fucking
This is
Warlock brought him back.
So yeah, so Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves was basically my top one up there. The other one on their list is The Creator. That was a pretty good movie. That one I would recommend watching. That's that sci-fi kind of like in a slight vein, like not vein, but stylish, kind of like Star Warsy, futuristic-y, kind of weird. It was good though. It's a very good film. Yeah, The Creator. I definitely recommend watching that. It's a really good sci-fi movie. It's really deep and it's really good. So that was yeah, definitely must recommend. I reckon that you should pick that up if you can get your hands on it. I think it's got a physical. Or it's coming out soon. Physical.
Yeah, because it came out September, so probably not just yet.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to pick that up when it comes out because it was good. It was such a great movie. Even if it's something that I've just watched once and I may watch it again, like I would love to have that in my collection. Like it was such a good movie. On my and like in no order, another one I got in here is the Mario movie as well. That was such a good movie. It was so good.
That was better than I expected.
Yeah, like it was
like,
so good.
still wasn't the greatest thing ever, but it was still good. Like,
yeah, it was just
like I expected, because it was Nintendo's first real movie,
and then being there was Illumination, that you know what their limited range was, kind of not extremely limited, but
sometimes.
Yeah, and it just worked in the end. It was so good.
And the Chris Pratt thing, I'm like, everyone's just like, yeah, it's Chris Pratt. I'm like, it's gonna be shit, but then I watched it, it's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, it was actually pretty good.
Oh, I'll give that like a solid 8, easy.
Because there's so many movies that came out, but there's so many that I just didn't watch again.
Like John Wick. I can't believe I watched John Wick.
I know, I've been thinking about watching it too. Last couple of
goes like week. 4 hours, but
jeez,
that's like 3 hours.
Right. I got the opposite flick for you on my list here. I've got the Barbie movie. You had Oppenheimer. I Barbie. I've watched it like 3 times now.
You haven't seen Oppenheimer, have you?
I haven't seen Oppenheimer yet.
Yeah.
I do want to watch it, but I watched the Barbie movie a couple of times, and it's just good. Like, it may be it seemed like a girly movie, but at the same time it's not. It's for everyone, and it is a good movie. Like how it's done, the story's done so well, and things like that. It's just a really nice story. Like it's a good pacing, and it has the balance of male and female characters, and it's just like the thing they're trying to portray, and it's kind of like making fun of the life and fun of history, but then being giving facts as well, and it's trying to do a bit of everything.
Like I dropped off in the middle though. Like I was like, yeah, again. Like it's that middle part that got me. Like I couldn't crack into the.
Yep. And that's the thing, again, it's not for everyone. Like, some people will watch it, some people won't.
That's like Oppenheimer, that's talking. The whole movie is talking.
Yeah, and that's it. Exactly.
But I think that's why people don't... Like I said, it's TikTok brain. There's nothing that's like in your face like every 5 seconds.
Yeah. And that's actually
I prefer that over like a fucking...
Sometimes you want that with some movies. Like, some movies work with the pacing, it just works. Sometimes some movies have the talking, it just doesn't work. And it's just like, and it's all about the writing. It either does or it doesn't work. So it's how it's all been done.
Like Barbie, the middle part for me was just like
it can be a bit slow, almost. Yeah, a bit sluggish.
Yeah,
it gets a
bit
too...
when she got to the real world and shit.
Yeah, it gets a bit too and it gets a bit too weird. Like they're trying to do jokes and the jokes aren't right, and it just feels a bit a bit cheesy.
Like Kennedy's horse fucking metaphors and shit. Like, bruh.
Yeah.
Like, what is it? The men should be blah blah blah. Like, fuck me.
Yeah, that weird political thing. It got really cringy because they tried to make it super political and they're trying to push a political message, and it was like the reflected like.
Yeah.
gets a bit
Like
weird.
I tolerated it to the end, but like the ending was
Yeah.
good.
See,
But
like I enjoy
the
it. So
middle
that's the thing.
part,
Like I understand where you come. So that's the thing. Like I understand what you're talking about. Like I do kind of get it. But like for me, I enjoy it. Like that's the thing. And each
yeah,
again, everyone's opinion's different. Like some people either enjoy it, some people don't. And that's the great thing about it. And that's why it was hard with this
exactly.
one too. Because technically, for me, this is where it's hard. Like that's why it's hard with the list with trying in. I ended up chucking on there. Like I do have a lot of quarrels with the movie. You have the similar quarrels because you did mention it with your list because it didn't make the list. But as much as I kind of didn't like the changes, I did enjoy the movie at the same time. So it was on the list as being Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like that made my list. Like
Oh yeah.
it was good graphically, questionable with some stuff, but at the same time it did make my list because it was good.
I
Like I
don't
didn't
get why
I don't know why they had
the
to change
Turtles got to
things.
have relationship with with fucking April though. Like,
Well,
bro.
that's exactly like in and the worst problem what got me was in the original character comics or cartoons, it can sometimes you saw Mikey kind of be a bit attracted to flirty. What it ended up being, what got me was because I've always thought it was weird because I know it's a weird thing to be, but like they made Leonardo have the attraction, but what it had always been it was always Donnie that had the attraction to
Because
April because
Leonardo's the more level-headed, like
yeah, it's because of the brains because Donnie's smart and she was smart. That's why Donnie was attracted to her.
yeah, but
Like if you look at the live action, they made Mikey kind of more attracted to April in the live actions, and then they kind of changed it with like Leonardo. Like, but it's like
yeah,
Leonardo
but with this
had a
one,
different
they
love
really
interest.
went for it.
Yeah, like in the comic, like the cartoons and stuff, like Leonardo actually had a different love interest. Like there's a different character. He was never focused for that because he was always focused leadership, blah
Like
blah
I
blah.
kind of
And
zoned
then
out a bit when they start with that too. Like when
yeah,
they
pretty
first
early
met, it was
on,
like
like he's all like,
bam,
oh, like he was almost about to float head over heels kind of thing. It was
like
just like,
bruh.
oh. And then just I know, just the character of April, they changed her up. The personality just didn't feel right. What
No.
April was like, from what I know of April, the personality didn't match. Changing the way she looks was kind of at first an irritation because they kept every other character looking the same and they changed her. So that at first irked
Yeah.
me, but then I got that I was fine with that. But then the
Like
personality
owning
was
April
completely
as the fucking like what she always is. And
yeah.
it's like that's not April.
It's just
The
the
same
name
as
like
the Ninja Turtles. They look a little bit different.
mm,
They look more human-like.
yeah, I know, very humanoid, like more humanoid than human. Like it was
Where
weird.
the live action they were
So like I
rounded,
said,
like
like,
they were
and that's
more
exactly it. Like,
turtle-like.
it's weird. It's like I have tropes with it, things that I didn't like with it, but at the same time, I do like, and that's the hard part. Like, it's
I like the story minus the fucking blah blah shit, like
mm,
the lovey-dovey shit.
yeah, exactly. You take that out of it, like,
Like
that's
Jackie Chan was so good as fucking
right. But I like how he looked like an Italian, like when he was younger, had the
yeah,
mustache. He looked like Mario almost. I was like, what the fuck?
right. That's what I was thinking.
I was like, oh,
And I did like the bad guy. He's pretty fucking good.
mm,
Like he was bad, but wasn't bad. But then he
Superfly.
get bad.
Like I
Yeah,
said, as much as I
Superfly.
had irritations with it, like they changed the difference, like where they had bloody Rocksteady and Bebop were already rhinos and warthogs beforehand, but little baby microbes, and then they mutated with it. Like
Yeah.
where in the original it was they were criminals and they mutated into animals, like you know. So it's hard because as much as I have tropes with it that I didn't like,
No, but
it
this
was
makes
good.
sense
Like
because
it made sense what they're trying. Like they explained
they're all
it. Yeah,
mutants. Like
they all come from animals instead of being people turning into animals. They
except for
explained
the
it.
Ninja Turtles, they're always turtles. But like
Yeah, they're the only
in the green
them
ooze.
and Master Splinter were the only ones that were animals that turned into humanoids.
Yeah.
Every other bad guy that was in the original cartoon or the comics were humans that turned into animals.
All the live action.
Yeah, they're all humans that turned into animals from the radiation. Like there was only the five.
Which is why I don't get why the Ninja Turtles they look
Become
like teenagers, like literally just green.
Yeah. So
Like,
that's
they
what I said.
just-
It's
They
hard.
have
That's
the
why.
body proportion of humans.
I know. It does. It makes sense in the comics of how it all happens, but
April looked more like a turtle than what they did. She did. She had that
so-
like what they used to look like.
But have you noticed though too? Like it was kind of cool they did that, where they like the turtles looked. How would I put it? Like the turtles looked attractive, if that makes sense. They looked so cleanly
Shouldn't have
shaped.
though.
And then you look at all the humans in the world, and all the humans looked ugly.
Yeah.
They had like either wide necks and small little heads, or big heads and or disjointed potato-shaped heads like that. And you notice that they made all the humans look ugly and the turtles looked attractive. It was so weird.
Mm.
Like the
So
turtles
it
were
was from
cleanly shaped.
their angle kind of thing.
Yeah, the turtles were cleanly shaped and cleanly detailed, and everyone looked distorted and
Yeah,
messed
I
up and
noticed that first with April.
ugly.
She looked a bit weird.
They made everyone look ugly.
She looked too short for her body.
Yeah, like she looked very stunted. It made no sense. It was like, what the hell?
Like,
It just
looks smushed.
it's like I said, you called her like she looked more like a turtle than they did. Like,
Yeah, she did.
I know, it looked like they draw the character and they're just gonna let's just squish her. I know, like I
I
said,
thought
as
that was
much
just me, but no, you.
no, like that's I said, it's
described it
hard
as well.
because as much as there's like things I dislike about it, I do like it at the same time.
Whereas
And-
I can't say nothing bad about any
and
of them really.
It was weird
apart
because
from...
they had too many different sides because they try to accommodate for everyone because they've got newer references because they mentioned TikTok and other newer things
Us
for
older
newer
ones.
generate, and then they had stuff from the 80s, and I was just like, what the fuck's going on here? Like you've got stuff that are being referenced themes and music from the 80s.
Yeah, because
and
it
you
was
got modern
made
day
in the
references.
present day, but it had stuff from
Yeah.
way before, like when Splinter was a kid. Like,
Yeah, it was like things are going on. It's crazy, and then the ending was just kind of got me.
I mean, it makes sense because Splinter would have taught him all that, but like, they didn't show any of that. They did little clips, but like nothing major.
So it's good. I just don't know how the setup works for the next one, but it was. I mean, it was good.
There probably won't be the next one.
It was just kind of they
Who
came to
knows?
the conclusion at the end of the movie. It felt like.
Yeah, so
I know
I mean,
this
but
was weird.
Superfly was a good bad guy though.
Yeah,
It was definitely more talk than anything.
yeah. It was just because he was big too, and ish that pushed him around.
I think that art style carried that movie though. To be fair,
Oh, it was such a good art style. I think that's where a lot of his why I liked as well.
yeah, it was like a watercolor.
Everything was going on. It was
jiggy-
like a weird everything. It was just so nice, so good.
So good. Why can't we get an intro game with that art style, like, bro?
Oh, right. Only, yeah, I don't know. Is there anything else? Fuck, we've been going. Yeah, damn. It's a big episode.
I think that's everything, isn't it? That I can think of. No.
Yeah, we've got our movies,
Nearly.
we've got our TV shows, games. What else you got? You got your Jim's. What do we call this? Jim's Halls?
I don't
Sounds
know
like-
what to call it.
Jim's Antiquities?
Jim's Antiquity.
Let's call it Jim's Antiquities.
Jimtiquities.
Jim's Antiquities, just for the lols. Jim's Antiquities. Even though they're not even antiques, they can be brand new stuff. They can
No,
be...
they're
I think
it's everything. So
I think it's just for the meme. I think just for the lols, we should just call it Jim's Antiquities. I think it sounds funny. Confuse the fuck out of people.
right, antiquity. Well, a lot of them are old. So.
Yeah.
Old and the friggin' new. But
That's it.
this got you thinking though with the legends.
Yeah.
When I said I found them, like, bruh.
Yeah, if they're still on sale, I
Then
might
you
pick up the
found
other
yours.
seasons. Yeah, because I've got the 3 of them already.
Yes. But I'm just surprised they all arrived on the same day. Like,
Yeah.
it's a bit weird. But because I first watched it, back on the first season. So I only ever seen the first season.
Mm.
Kind of, some of it. I'm under the second disc though on the season 1.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I binged the fuck out of that on the first night. Like, I binged the whole disc except for like 1 episode.
Damn.
But no, they all 1 to 4.
Mm-hmm.
All in 1, and then the ones from JB are still sealed because I'm not up to them yet. But 5, 6, and 7.
Mm-hmm.
They are something different, and the references they pull from Arrow and the Flash and
Oh yeah, because they time jumps as well. So
like you see Oliver Queen and that in the first season, like an older Oliver Queen, like with a beard, no arm, like. I'm like,
because they're all different time. Yeah, they jump around from times.
Gets fucked up. It's like, that's not a Green Arrow, but someone else's Green Arrow is like, bro.
But yeah, it was because all time and dimension space stuff that they deal with. They jump through.
Like, it's still to do with the Arrow show because it's around the same time they were doing it. But like,
yeah,
it just makes sense. Like, what happens in the
Different
future,
timeline.
which the show doesn't show except for Legends.
yeah.
Like in the way future because they can just jump.
Well, that's it.
I do recommend that. Like, that is a show that I can't say this year, but it's fucking good.
Yeah, that's it. Like I do
I'm
want to.
keen for 3 onwards, where they
Hoping
bring
that
it to
sale
fucking
stays on.
11, but
I don't want that sale ends because I do want to pick them up.
it's still on there, so I don't know
Hopefully it
when.
doesn't
Probably
end.
New Year's. I
Well,
bet you it's fucking New Year's. They'll be like, sale's gone.
Yeah, it'd be my
But
luck.
you know I love my Dragon Ball. Everyone knows I love my
Mhm.
Dragon Ball.
Love Dragon
But
Ball girls.
something recently released, like last week or so. But you know I already had this steelbook, the Dragon Ball superhero, with Gohan. So I've got the original, right? Like just the
Yeah.
superhero in the slip case.
Yep.
The 4K release of the steelbook with fucking Piccolo. I own it 3 fucking times.
Each different version.
Soon to be a 4th because JB's got this and a lenticular case. So
Yep.
plus that plus. But the case is pretty cool. Like you got Piccolo on the front and orange Piccolo on the back as well.
Yep.
But the weird part is on the other steelbook you got Gohan and you got Piccolo on the back.
So it's there, but yeah.
The
front cover.
The different
Front cover's the back cover.
Like
they reused the back cover for the front.
Oh, that's the wrong one. That goes in there. I can't get a little pouch.
Oh, yep, the little pouch.
I don't need that one though. But I just thought I'd pick that up, and I got so many fucking copies of it. I don't watch it in 4K though. See what the difference is.
See if it's any. Crisp.
Oh, it would definitely be freaking crisper.
It's hard
But
when it comes to cartoons.
Oh no, but that art style though make it look.
Especially with like modern day graphics, like they don't vary different much. It's like it's more the frames get a bit clearer. You get a higher frame from the high quality, so that's the only time you really get it.
Yeah, I mean it will be a cleaner image, even still.
It's definitely clearer when you get like remasters of like classic cartoons, or you watch them on like the. They come out rendered better.
Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. I had some peri peri earlier.
Ooh.
I had a stir fry and then put some peri peri sauce on it.
Oh, you're adding peri peri to everything.
I put it on everything. I put it on my ham sandwich.
Yeah,
fucking
exactly. You've been putting on everything lately.
And this is
very bad.
I said about my WWE 2007. 2008 turned up.
Oh yeah.
2009 turned up.
Yep.
2012 turned up.
So where did you end up getting a lot of these from?
eBay.
You just eBay, yeah.
2010 and 2011 are on their way.
What do you got? 8,
I also
9,
bought them for
10, 11.
Yeah, 7, 8, 9, 12. I got 10 and 11 on the way, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yep.
Plus 13 coming eventually. I did a thing. I used to own them, but like, bro, just so good. But I also got them on the PS3 coming as well, so
yeah,
I double dipped and got
double downed,
double dipped. And this is what I'm pissed off about. Like, clearly, it was a major fuck up, but I got an EB order.
Have you contacted them yet?
Yeah,
they
said they got high demand. They'll get back to me eventually.
Oh.
I will get another email to them. So I'm like, bruh, it's been a fair few days. Fix your shit. This ain't a me issue. This is a you issue.
Yeah.
Like, bruh.
Like, fuck.
But yeah, I ordered Redfall. Which I mean, $28 for Redfall. I'll gladly take that.
Is the front faded?
Where's the? Oh yeah.
The front case looks so faded.
Why?
Oh, it just looks faded.
Yeah, the fucking light makes it bright.
Because the back looked a bit darker. Yeah.
No, it's the same.
Oh yeah.
Same.
Mm.
It's just the fact that fucking light is so bright that I put it up there.
Yeah.
Like, ee. They're just getting in there though.
What happened?
It's in the Xbox. I got that and Alan Wake remastered for PS5, right?
Well, that's what you bought.
I found out when I opened the thing and there was 2 green cases that I knew something was up. Alan Wake remastered for the Xbox Series X on a shitty fucking EB fucking thingamajig.
Don't even have a case for it. The disc is just... It's all fine on the inside.
Funny part is, I have evidence that they fucked up majorly. Alan Wake PS5 right there somewhere.
Yeah.
Right there, PS5.
PS5.
Alan Wake remastered PS5 on the fucking receipt. But
that's been sent with
X.
the order. Like, it's in the receipt that came with your order. Like, you got a receipt. Like, how do you fuck that up?
Look, I had to check this. I'm like, I wonder if they fucked it up on here, but Alan Wake remastered PS5, $44. Series X. Fucking dickheads. Like,
how do you fuck that up? Like, I'm sorry, but how do
no.
One's blue and one's green? It's a big difference. That's why they do that.
So I literally took a screenshot with both games with the receipt clearly saying PS5. I'm like, you fucked up. And they still haven't got back to me just yet. Well, they did that first email, but
saying that they're just post on Twitter, but like, bro, you fucked up. They'll get back to you. You post on Twitter, they get back to you.
Yeah, I will. I'm just pissed because, like, fuck me. That's not the first time this shit. Like, it's really not.
I'd back another rant tweet and still.
I did the same thing with my Resident Evil.
Yeah.
And I with the next, they shipped the proper disc, but no case.
I'd still make a rant tweet and still bring it up to him every time about fucking Horizon. I'd do it. I'd just be so spiteful. Like, hey, remember that time when I ordered like fresh, like ordered Horizon?
They're just digging themselves deeper,
and
bro.
you know, it's like, oh, I remember that time I ordered Horizon. You know, when you first announced it, I ordered it. And by the time it finally came around, you guys took my money and you never sent me it. Yeah, I remember that all.
No, they took the money, said they shipped it, but didn't.
Yeah. Like, that would piss me off forever. Like, if that happened to me, I would, if I went through that, like, it annoys me, but because it didn't happen to me. But if it happened to me, I would be like, fuck you, EB Games, I'm not buying from you again. Like, that would have just been me, because if that happened to me, I would have been so pissed.
The fact that you have to sometimes, though, that's the only fucking thing.
Like, I would have figured out.
But yeah, they're still making it very clear that I'm not gonna fucking
let it down. We need to bring it up more. We need to tweet about it, maybe.
How do you fuck it up
no,
like
I don't
that?
Have
on paper. PS5 Alan Wake remastered.
This is EB Games, not DK Oldies.
At least DK give you the right shit.
Like, yeah, that's it.
That's true. They give the right stuff.
So,
like, how fucking hard is it? Like, I said, like, I'll give them the benefit if it was like if they're in a rush, but even still, it's on the fucking receipt.
Where they like how it's not that hard. Where it's got to be picked from the store. The dude was clearly seen on the order. Like, it's not that bad. Like, I know it gets busy, but like, come on, like, quality control. That's the whole point of quality control, is to check these things.
Yeah, QC, like, is there any? Probably fucking not.
Like,
have they just got someone off the street to probably work, and then they somehow take the online orders?
That's what annoys me with some of these people that work with these. They don't have any quality control skills. They just go, yep,
I would gladly work there because I know what's what. Like, I would never do nothing. Like, at least not. It wouldn't get packed.
Yeah.
You double check, make sure it's the right shit.
Like it's not
how hard is it?
Like, they're things. These kind of things when you have orders, they're things you do either the before you open the store, or once you've gotten this on you open the store. You do that in the morning, or it's the end of shift. I'm sorry, but like, if you're not gonna be able to manage yourself through the day, You either pick them at as soon as you open or as you close.
Oh, normal person, you get the order, you double, triple check.
That's what I'm saying. If you can't manage,
Yeah,
to,
but who can't manage if you work at EB?
some people,
Like,
some people are just fucked. They're just dumb. So if you can't manage,
like,
do it in the morning, do it at night, like as you close. Do it as you open. If you're on open, then you
yeah,
check
that's
all the
not
orders.
good though, because if someone's got to wait that long to confirm an order and shit, like, bro. Considering you can order in the morning and it's shipped off that afternoon, like that's how they should be doing it.
That's what I mean. Like if they're gonna do it, do it in the morning. Have it done. And if it's anything after a certain time, that's done in the
Yeah,
afternoon.
then it's got to wait till the next day though. If it's
like if
or
it's
if they do it
after
that night, but even then it's got to wait the next day anyway.
if it's a morning one, then they can do it in the morning when they've opened. But then yeah,
all I'm saying is there's no excuses for that shit. Like
you need to figure out.
if that happened to me, like who else has got a fucked up order right now? Like, if I'm
there's
that
always-
same person, you probably pack that.
That's it. There's like always people stuffing shit around, giving the wrong thing, or
Because they said they got high volumes. I mean, there's a lot of complaints going on.
yeah.
I see why. I mean,
Yeah.
that is a big issue. Like, what if I haven't got a Series X? I mean, I ordered Redfall, but
But that's it. Like, but no, once if you were buying it, like you got it, and
Well,
you
if
were
that
looking
was
for
a
a
gift.
yeah, and you were like
Yeah,
wanting
like-
one for yourself, one for someone else. Like you bought it,
Yeah.
you're buying it at the same time just to make it easier. So you know, like I've gone and bought games and done orders where I've gone something for like luckily I went delivered, but I was picking up, you know, and it's something like I want one thing for a Nintendo Switch, one thing for Xbox, one thing for PlayStation. Like people are going to buy multiple platforms. You can't just assume they typoed it and you're going to give and you just assume they maybe wanted it for this. Like you can't just assume. Like
yeah, but clearly
that's what
the
they
thing
ordered.
says PS5.
yeah, exactly. Like I don't know what you're thinking. Like it's
I don't know how you fucked up,
PS5.
unless you can't
It's
read.
blue. Like it's blue. Like how can you get it wrong? Like I can
I don't even
understand.
think Redfall even has a Series X on the thing.
Like
Oh yeah, Redfall Xbox X.
I can understand if it was like,
But like,
for example, like Harry Potter, like Hogwarts Legacy, should I say? And like you've got PS5, you've got PS4, you've got Xbox One, you've got Series X. Like they're literally all individual different versions. There's no like where Xbox has a Series X and then there's on the one disc. There's none of that. So they're all individuals. So
pretty fucking
I
obvious
can
to tell.
understand like if you're not like if you've mistakenly given like a Series X version instead of an Xbox One version, that I can easily understand being a basic mistake because they're so very similar.
Not different platform.
But exactly, the fact that it's one's PlayStation and one's a fucking Xbox, there's clearly a big difference. One is green, the other one is blue with white. Like, it's a big difference. Like, it'd be even worse if you ordered, like, the game on, like, fucking Nintendo and they gave you an Xbox. Like, that's a big difference in case, too. Like, imagine that. Like, they'd be like, what the fuck? That's a big difference. Like,
It's always EB I got fucking trouble with too. Like,
that's just
oh,
it's slight
sometimes
incompetence.
JB and their steelbooks.
Yeah, they come broken or something.
It sucks when it's like it's dented before shipping, and then it's like just have it.
I know, it's a pain in the ass. That's
At
like
least discount the fucking order at that point.
I had
Like,
to deal with that time with my fucking division, and then they reimbursed me like the $10 because that's the price of a steelbook. They gave me $10 credit. Like,
but like the fact that I live so far away and I have to get things shipped is like, I have to be
yeah.
iffy about.
that's like where is it getting information? Yeah,
Because I was iffy on the superhero because I'm like, it's a steelbook.
like my one, like fucking, it does suck. Like it does suck when you get these dents. It fucking sucks. And I only paid like it was cheap because that's why I bought it. But it sucks when you find something and you're getting poor quality. Like you're paying for proper quality and you're getting shit. Like that's the reason half the time you buy it is for these things.
Yep. But
It just sucks.
a lot of steelbooks you can unbend, but it doesn't go back right anyway.
Yeah, like this one here. This one's really...
Like I did my Avatar one, but it still wasn't perfectly. But they sent me another one anyway, and that came dented. So
I know it just
I'm
sucks.
like,
It's just like
it wasn't as bad, but I was like, bro, it still came dented.
Yeah, I feel like it's just good with just get them yourself because you know they're not dented. There's something when they're being shipped, it's when they get dented. Like all my steelbooks I've got that are good,
Oh, no.
they're the ones I picked up myself. Like
No, there's ones that dented beforehand.
Yeah.
Like you know the one that looked like it had a fucking like pen jabbed into it.
Yeah. That was fucking weird. No,
Or the ones
so-
that get crushed on the side, like
That's why it's
like
kind of
someone's
good though
fucking
too,
stood on it.
because like when you get them in store, you can like open. I usually check them and go, okay, this is faulty. You know, go, okay, we'll give you another one. Because you're in house, it's easy
I would do that.
as well.
I live like 3 hours from a JB Hi-Fi. No, 4
That's
hours.
yeah, exactly. That's the hard part. Because you're so far.
So I'm gonna get fucking ships. I was like, bruh, just that's why they're good at. They'll either hold one for me there,
Mm.
so I can keep the one I have until then, and I'll just take it back in. But like,
Exchange.
I have to literally say I live so far away. I live in blah and blah. Like, can I get it this time? They're like, yeah, we'll hold it for you.
Or they
So,
go, oh, we've got plenty of fuck it. Just send them another steelbook replacement. You
Yeah.
know, it can vary.
well, custom like they do have damage control for that. Like, they just
Mm.
write that off.
Yeah, and they usually sometimes they'll have spares because they literally just chuck them in.
Mm.
Some bundles literally just chucked in like they.
Yeah.
Some that are pre-packaged is hard.
Because I got 2 copies of Avatar too, just one sealed, one unsealed. Like,
Yeah.
Look, I'm grateful they sent one up back. Like, they literally sent me another one, but just sucks there's a little dent on there still. I'm like, bruh.
Yeah.
But nah, the majority of steelbooks are good. Like my Barbie, Oppenheimer, Gran Turismo all come perfectly, so
Yeah.
can't complain. They're all in the same order, so all had different release dates though. But just be careful when you're buying steelbooks. If you're getting shipped,
Yeah.
keep an eye on them.
Yeah, that's
Any-
kept you more likely. to
You
have problems.
post them straight away. You open it and you post it. You don't fucking wait because they'll go, nah, yeah, that's too long. Some shit about.
Uh-huh.
That's what I got Australian that EB thing, but like they still just couldn't fucking take it. Like, bruh, just send me the PS5 one.
I know. It's like, oh, fuck's sake! Like I paid for this. Like,
If I have to keep this one, I don't care. Like, fuck.
yeah, they have to try. They might try and sort. Might say, oh, can you bring it in? It's like, well, I live so far
I
away.
can. Can you wait?
Yeah, exactly. Like it's not easy.
Like I've already got Alan Wake remastered on digital, so that's
Yeah.
one of the actual physical just
Yeah,
collection.
yeah. Have
You
it
know,
on-
I got it for $6
what's that on digital?
Yeah,
Hmm.
because I already had $8. I redeemed my PS Stars thing for $8. My points. I'm like, oh yeah.
That's right.
They're like, Alan Wake remastered for $6, boy.
Yeah, that's not bad, because it's pretty cheap at the moment. That's why I bought it as well.
Was. Well, you buy it on
Um,
the PS5.
Epic. I got it on Epic.
Yeah.
What was mine?
It was cheap on PS. It was
I think I paid
it was
10.
like
I think
14
I
bucks,
paid $10
right?
because I got that. I did that, and I got Metro Exodus. The gold,
Oh, yeah,
I think
that's
it
a
was
good
gold edition. I think it was. for
That's a
like
hard
$10.
game though.
Yeah, because I've got the other two. I realized I had the other two on PC, so I was like, I might as well buy it on PC.
The PC. That's a graphically intensive game though. Graphically intensive. Like that'll tank a PC.
Well,
Like
the other
Metro's
ones,
always had fucking high end graphics.
the other ones didn't do any issues on my PC, so that's why I was like,
No,
you're right.
they would have back in the fucking day they came out
Yeah.
though. Like it's like what Metro's doing now, like Metro Exodus. That's the new fucking Crisis.
Yeah, well, that's it.
It's fast.
So that.
That's why I'm like, I'll get it on PlayStation. Like my PC is not bad, but my graphics card is.
And there's my pickup for the week.
Yeah.
I Destroy All Humans 2. Single player, no multiplayer, on the Xbox One. To go with my collections, that's why I bought that one. 29. It was 29 across anything, but I was like, I want to get on that
I don't know why they had to put single player on there. Like, I don't know why they had to.
I know it was weird. I was looking, I'm like, oh, they actually did a single player version in the end. I was like, oh.
Then technically, all the games that are single player should have single player on there.
I know, it's weird. I was like, what?
It's like Red Dead Redemption. The physical for that for PS4 should have single player because they took off the multiplayer.
Literally on the back, it literally just says Xbox One X single player.
So it doesn't work on the Xbox One?
It's like Xbox One on the front and then Xbox One X single player featured. Availability on other consoles. So I'm like, I wonder how the achievements work on this as well.
The same.
Like, I'm curious if it comes up and it's just like, I wonder if you chuck it in the console and it literally says, destroy all humans 2 single. Like, it's listed
maybe.
as
I
a different
don't know.
game.
Yeah.
But because I got, like, the first one, I had to get the second one on. Like, I would have gotten it
Well,
on
they
Series
changed the
X.
case though. Like for Xbox One,
Yeah, it literally
they
has
should
no.
have kept it.
It literally has no multiplayer on the case.
No, but the original one on Xbox One, I prefer that case over that new Xbox One case.
Yeah, they're all like this now. But yeah, and then on the back, it has no multiplayer. It says across
In a
there.
big fucking caution.
And across there. And then just so you know that you're not dumb, on the disc, there's a little line that says no multiplayer. On the.
Where's the book? Where's the manual?
They have manuals.
Xbox One did though, didn't they?
No.
I think Redfall's got a manual even. Actually, no, it's not a manual. It is a manual. Like Redfall has got a
Non-auto.
Deathloop.
But yeah, it's just funny that has.
Starfield.
It's just funny that it has the no multiplayer on the disc as well, and it literally says like Destroy All Humans 2 single player at the bottom there. It literally is called single player.
But yeah,
So I wonder. I haven't chucked in yet, so I'm wondering if it actually says like. Yeah.
Redfall does have a book.
Kind of curious to actually chuck that in.
Got
Kind of might
to
actually
know
chuck it
what's in
install
it.
it and see if it's called single but control the layout.
Control and warranty information and technical
Warranty?
support.
Yeah, that book on the inside. Give us a look at the cover of that booklet. Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, it is faded like the because the lighting. I know, just it looked at.
Yeah, because when it's like this, it's normal. Like
yeah, it's so weird. Whatever they've done to that cover, it makes it fade with the light compared to most other things. Like on that angle.
I guess because it's that nighttime.
It's because it's the nighttime. Because it's the nighttime, I turn this on and have a look. But anyway, but yeah, that's.
It looks bright as hell, doesn't it? Like
weird. It looks very faded.
Compared, that's how it should be.
Yeah, it's very bright.
But no, it is actually bright because it's up there in the darkness.
Fuck, it's getting late. Yeah, it looks better there when you get closer.
And then
we're gonna curious
it's like a fucking lighthouse.
Like a horse.
Make some weird shit. I'm not sorry either.
Not sorry.
No, but I did load it up. I did play some. It feels good with 60 FPS, but that's about it.
Yep.
The AI still dog shit.
Yeah, still dumb.
Well, I was just killing them willy nilly.
Willy nilly.
I thought that would have improved them.
Willy silly.
I was just like, pew, pew, pew. Like no.
I
haven't fought a vampire yet, but I'll get into it one day.
I want to see if it says it. I'm trying to. Come on.
Says what? I hear you. What I am? What the fuck?
Yeah, we've been going for a while. So
wow,
we're 2 hours and 40 minutes nearly.
Well,
it's a long episode. It's the final episode of the year. It's gone that long, Jim. Do you know what's happened? It's gone that long. We've gone into 2024. We've rolled over from 2023 to 2024. Happy New Year! Hey!
Happy New Year!
It's close to though, basically. Well, when you guys listen to it, when everyone listens to it and watches it. If I don't upload the episode late again.
It'll still be New Year though.
I did that last week. I put the episode up on Wednesday. Video went up on final Monday. Audio didn't go up to like Wednesday, like Thursday. So. I feel bad.
I feel bad. Bye bye.
Okay, so yeah, on the thing installing, it's 19.53 gig.
Not bad.
And it's called, the title in the whole line says "Destroy All Humans 2 dash reprobed ... the colons, the double dots.
Yeah.
Single player, and then in brackets X1.
They put Xbox One on.
It's literally Destroy All Humans 2 reprobed single player. Like, that's the name of the game. So single player is the name of the game on X. Like, how they've got it.
Speaking of single player, I can't believe you didn't realise that Remedy helped on the single player for Crossfire X.
Didn't even know there was single player. That was the funny part.
Yeah, I know, right? Because it's bad.
Like,
but
oh, and it's
we're gonna call it here, my dude.
It's installing from the disc, Jim.
Yeah, because it's Xbox One.
I'm shocked. It's not trying to download anything.
Maybe it already is. Did it say installing or downloading?
It says disc.
I'll unlock my Redfall where it said disc 3 meg or something, and then it had downloading 65 gig.
Yeah, it's going real fast. This is going to take 14 minutes. Download it. It's installing at 200 megabits per second. Faster than my internet.
The damn thing.
I said I would.
You said I would.
But yes.
Oh my.
Yeah, so this is our last episode of the year. Fucking, hopefully you guys watched this, enjoy it, and listen to it, and fucking. And technically, it's also the new. It's the last episode of the year, but also the first episode of next year. It's fucking weird when this goes up. No, it's the
first episode of next year,
but the last episode of the season
is a bit after that.
Yeah, so the following. It's again. Maybe this was written by Remedy.
Again. Maybe
this episode was written by Sam Lake. Should I call it? We got Sam Lake to write this episode of the podcast. Sam Lake wrote the episode of the podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what to call it. I don't know yet.
Sam Lake.
I know, but hopefully everyone.
He wrote it as we were doing it.
hopefully everyone has a fucking good New Year. We won't know until fucking next week. Yeah, because it's like what fucking.
He's still writing it out as he goes along.
Yeah, because next week's episode will be on the 6th.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Be a weekend.
Well, when we record it anyway, it gets posted on the fucking 8th.
8th.
So it's like a whole week.
A weekend.
That's well, I mean, it makes sense. It's a weekly podcast, so it's a whole week.
When you put it like that, fuck's sake.
I mean, if I technically uploaded it now, it would be this year still, but
a bit early.
Yeah. But
until
anyway.
the 31st. But Happy New Year, beaties and beatettes. Happy fucking New Year. Hopefully you all stayed safe during it. On to 2024! We have been Dal and Jim. Hope he's enjoyed. The ending of season 4. Is that Hedwig down there? Once again, Happy New Year's!
Do I commit to it? Like, I don't know if I should commit to it.
Yeah, you have to. Like, nah, bro, he gone.
I feel like you can't really see me. Oh! Yeah. Oh god.
You can see the bottom, but not the top half.
Yeah, I posted. Did I send you that
not
video?
The bottom.
I posted. Oh no, don't take it down. Oh no, it is up on TikTok. Oh, that's right. That's what I didn't do right. Oh, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's right. I did that wrong because the mission.
Oh, I'm writing that down now. Don't fucking forget.
And then it's like, I do kind of remember it, and kind of don't. Like it's a weird thing, but you really need space to do the dance.
Oh yeah, right.
Just insert
You
clip.
a lot of space for it.
Just insert clip of random clip of Sam Lake doing it. I should just download it and just upload it randomly onto the YouTube.
Just first.
Oh.
2020. It's gonna be weird putting 2024 again in it now. God dang it.
Yep.
Ah, fuck. Oh, I am good for that though. Like I've never once put the wrong year, so ever most things. So I'm pretty good at it. I just gotta think about it. Like 2024, 2024. I'm gonna stream some Avatar.